I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Cats wanna leave me for dead, you coming with me.
Alrighty, so there has been some updates in the Diddy $100 million default judgment that we reported on earlier this week. Derek Lee Cardello Smith, who is the plaintiff, who is alleging all of this different stuff, sexual assault, all this different stuff, that he's saying he needs to be compensated.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me.
Awarding compensatory damages for all physical injuries, emotional distress, psychological harm, anxiety, humiliation, physical and emotional pain and suffering.
I run this city, I run this city, I run this city, I run this city.
What the heck's going on, man? That's not my intro. That's not how we do the intro. What's going on with the intro, man? Let's try. Where am I getting this delay? AV, I see you back there. I saw AV for a minute. I got a delayed reaction, man. What is going on with the delay? What's going on with the delayed reaction, y'all? What is going on? Let me see. Let me leave and come back in. Let me see.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Cats wanna leave me for dead, you coming with me.
Alrighty, so there has been some updates in the Diddy $100 million default judgment that we reported on earlier this week.
Okay, you know I'm hot. You know I'm hot. I don't know why the hell it's repeating, y'all. I'm gonna have to come back in. The hell is going on? What is going on, man? I just finished editing this thing. This should be ready to go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna come out and come back in. Let's see.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Cats wanna leave me for dead, you coming with me.
Alrighty, so there has been some updates in the Diddy $100 million default judgment that we reported on earlier this week. Derek Lee Cardello Smith, who is the plaintiff, who is alleging all of this different stuff, sexual assault, all this different stuff, that he's saying he needs to be compensated.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me.
Awarding compensatory damages for all physical injuries, emotional distress, psychological harm, anxiety, humiliation, physical and emotional pain and suffering.
I run this city, I run this city, I run this city, I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Cats wanna leave me for dead, you coming with me.
Big breaking news tonight. For the first time in the history of New York City, a sitting mayor has been indicted for crimes. ABC News reporting that Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury. We do not know yet the exact charges.
So there is proper service. Mr. Combs has neither appeared nor responded. So I am going to grant your motion and order that the defendant and their agents are hereby enjoined temporarily for a period of 90 days on the sale, transfer, or exchange, trade, or transaction of title or deed to the property listed as the address and placed on the market by defendants for the amount of $70 million. And this property and estate belonging to or connected to defendant Sean Combs shall cease and desist.
Basically what that means is the money that they're saying Diddy has to start paying this guy on October 1st, Diddy's team is like, hold on, we need an emergency conversation about why this should not have been granted. And they awarded him a TRO, which basically meant that Diddy's team was not allowed to sell any property in that state or anything related to what could be used to pay the plaintiff. They're saying it's a lot.
Family and social disruption and other harm in an amount to be determined at trial.
Yeah. It's bad boy, baby. Yeah.
Awarding punitive damages in an amount to be determined at trial.
Yeah.
Now rocking with the best.
Yeah. To the edge.
Diggler, he ain't gonna make it, y'all. Here is my prediction. I predicted that he was going to jail before they took him. I'd be surprised if he lived past the end of September, because he is a dead man walking. This nigga ain't gonna make it. And it's gonna be the end of the story, because we are waiting on the other names involved. You ain't gonna hear them. Case closed, Diddy's dead.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs on suicide watch at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after 2 judges denied his request for bail. This as a grand jury is expected to hear new testimony from sex workers very soon.
TMZ is reporting that 2 sex workers are sharing their encounters with Diddy with the feds. We're also hearing that Diddy has a target on his back while he is behind bars here at the Metropolitan Detention Center.
We found out that these 2 individuals, and we have actually spoken to one of them. They are both sex workers, currently sex workers. One of them says that they had an interaction with Diddy in 2014, and they are willing to tell the feds what they know about that interaction.
According to several reports, Diddy has been placed on suicide watch at the Metropolitan Correction Center in Brooklyn. The music mogul's mental state is unknown, but being placed on watch is considered to be a preventative measure. This week, 2 different judges denied his request for a $50 million bond. His lead defense attorney is attempting to move him to a different facility in New Jersey as he awaits trial. TMZ is reporting that due to his celebrity status and the allegations, this could bring unwanted attention from other inmates.
They should let Puffy tell his truth. I'm quite sure he's going to expose a lot of people. I'm sure he's going to move forward with it. I don't think it should be a situation like the Epstein thing where they found him hanging from the ceiling or dead.
Do you believe that Diddy is in danger in prison, and do you have advice for him based on what you just said?
I mean, one of the things is this. I don't care who you are. Prison and jail is a negative environment. Somebody can do something to them and get a name for themselves, they're going to actually do it. Once they put him on suicide watch, you had a right to nothing. No socks, no drawers, no T-shirt, no blanket, no sheets. You asshole naked in a cell as a crazy man. He definitely don't want to do that.
Do you think Diddy knows enough that it's a very delicate balance that maybe investigators will want to know these other names and greatly reduce his exposure to criminality, to time, versus what people would do to keep him quiet?
Number one, I've been knowing him a long time, and we was friends. We're not enemies, but we were friends. He's not a dummy, so he's smart enough to work his magic. On top of that, this man right here, he's been involved with the FBI most of his career. It's not like he don't have no moves. So I don't think nobody should just count him out. I don't think he gonna lay down and just crawl in the corner and die. He probably going through a lot of shit right now because he probably going through a lot of withdrawals for the drugs. but the industry got him on drugs. And see, they do these things to take control. They're not doing, there's nothing wrong with being gay. If you choose to be gay, that's your preference. But they doing this to people for control.
Ooh, that is a lot to unpack. That's a lot to unpack, you guys. It's a lot going on over there. It's a lot going on. We're going to talk about it. Let me take this off. Let me see how do I get this out the way. Oh, I'll take this down. There you go. Act like I ain't did this in a long time, man. Everything's different. I got a new iPhone. Everything's all different. Stuff's popping up. What's that? I don't know what that is. Stuff popping up on the screen. So good evening, everybody. What's going on, man? I'm excited to be doing this stream tonight, man. I got a special guest tonight that's smart, beautiful, educated. I mean, it's fun, and a female, man. You know, it's usually it's men on the soundboard, but I got a really, really special guest. I'm excited to talk about it. But before I even get started, man, I want to let you guys know off top, for anybody tries to change the narrative or anything like that, man, I want to get straight off the top, man. I want to make it perfectly clear, man. I'm not saying anything on behalf of saying what Diddy did to Cassie was okay. What he did to Cassie, she deserved every bit of that 30 million. So I want to make sure it's clear. This is not what tonight's stream is about. What I'm talking about tonight is the pile on. It's the fact when somebody like Cassie, who deserves everything she's getting, when people start piling on, coming out the woodwork. Now you got men coming out the woodwork. You know what I mean? It's like everybody comes out the woodwork, and I'm trying to figure out how that works, man. I've been in Hollywood all my life, man. I know about the parties. You know what I mean? I know about the parties. I know about the freak-offs. It was something else back then. They didn't call them freak-offs, but I like that word. We're going to use that word. I'm going to be asking AV a lot of questions about the legal aspects of it. I'm going to challenge her on some things and find out, you know, what's really fair, what's not, what's going on. But, you know, I know people that's worked with Diddy for, 10, 20 years. And how do they, you know what I mean? It's almost like when you're in Hollywood, like when you get to a certain level, people say rituals and Illuminati. I never got that high up, so I don't know about Illuminati and all that stuff. But I do know, people in show business tend to click up. You know what I mean? They everybody has their circles that they hang around and people that they hang around, man. I'm not getting into any names and name dropping nobody, but I know a lot of people. I've seen a lot of things, man. But this situation is unique because I actually can relate to what Diddy's going through, because you guys don't know, if you've never been in show business and have the whole world kissing your butt and everybody telling you how great you are and you got all this money and everything, you can have everything you ever wanted and nobody tells you no. And then all of a sudden, boom, everything gets taken away, man. It's the best way to describe it. It's like if you guys ever noticed, like child stars. Child stars always, they're great as kids, but you notice as they're not a child star anymore, their fame goes away. They have a hard time adapting. And sometimes they turn to drugs. Like it's a mind F, you know what I mean? It's like look at Justin Bieber, for example. Like it's like, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know him, so I don't want to get to like making up stuff and saying stuff about Justin Bieber, but I'm just saying, man, when you're a kid and you get put into that adult world and you see things that you might not be mentally prepared to see and all of that stuff, it can get very, 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 very wild, man. And if you can't handle it can really mess you up. What's your boy's name? The one that's the wild one, used to be on the kids show. What's his name? The light skinned dude. He's wild. And it's crazy. The stuff he be saying, it sound crazy, but now some of the stuff he's saying kind of makes sense, man. But I've been blessed to not ever be put in those kind of compromising situations. But I have friends that, like, when you famous and you want something, it happens, man. I mean, look at Michael Jackson, look at Prince. Like, no one would tell them no. You know what I mean? It's like every famous celebrity that usually deletes themselves, it's because of their own doing. But the people that are around them don't say nothing because they know if we don't do it, somebody else is going to do it for them anyway. So we might as well ride this wave. That's the way I think people look at certain things, man. But enough of that, man. I'm finna bring her up. Ladies and gentlemen, I call this woman, like, she always calls me, she say, hey, brother, you know what I mean? I'll be like, dang, she's too fine to be calling me brother. But I understand, right? But AV is like the sister to all of us, man. AV is so cool. When I did the ACA Awards, she was there. She came and did a thing. We did a tribute to Kevin Samuels. For y'all that don't know about AV, man, she was super close to Kevin Samuels. And a lot of people don't know that. She don't talk about it. She doesn't go name dropping and doing a bunch of stuff like that. She's just who she is. And I'm so happy for her because I watched her develop. When she first came on with Lee, she was timid and she was reading the comments and people were mean. And she was, AV, you remember that? But now AV she done turned into a butterfly, man. She's up there getting it, man. She's doing well. But without further ado, man, I know y'all want to see my ugly face. I'm going to bring her up, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, the one, the only, the lovely AV to the 7.
Let's go, Richie Mac. Let's get it. You ready?
I'm ready to go. What's going on? You look
I
beautiful.
am doing so well. Thank you so much, Richie, for the invite. I'm super excited to be here and talk that law. That's what I do. That's like a thing now.
You're so good at it now, man. I watch you hold your own when you do your things with Lee and other attorneys, man. You fit right in there, man. You've come such a long way. I'm so proud of you. So happy for you.
Thank you.
Lee
Really,
told
really
me something else too. Lee said you're like number 15. Something now. Lee told me. Lee let me know.
Ooh, yeah, I hit number 1 in the United States like a week ago.
He didn't tell me that. He didn't tell me that. You hit number 1?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't go no higher than number 1, can you?
Yes, you can. We're doing it. I'm super comfortable now. Like we're in it. We're in it. I got my squad. We're doing it, and we're growing. I've got YouTube coaches. I'm treating this thing like a business, and I'm just really excited.
That's what's up. So people that don't know who AV to the 7th power, can you tell them who you are, Miss Number 1?
Yes, absolutely. So y'all can find me at AV to the 7th power here on YouTube. I talk all things law related. I've been covering the YSL trial lately. Everybody's been talking about Young Dolph as well. But then you got the Eric guy up in New York. There's all types of shenanigans happening with that. But I really enjoy dissecting legal cases and educating people on how the law works, right? So many people of color are incarcerated. So, I really enjoy bringing together a space of people where even if that was your story, you can come there, learn about the law, see some injustices happen, and collaborate in the chat. And we just have a dope community over there. So awesome. So that's what we do on my channel.
That is awesome. So do you still collaborate? You still collaborate with other people? I mean, I know you do, but I mean, is on a regular, you just mainly focus on your channel?
I'm mainly focusing on mine. I got my start with Lead. Lead kind of took me under his wing, showed me how all of this stuff works. We worked together for 2.5 years. We still do. He's taking a little bit some time off, but when we work together, we always we try to strive for number 1, and that's what we do.
And you get number 1. That is so awesome. Mm-hmm. So I got some questions for you for this for this case.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. Now, I told her I would only keep her for an hour, you guys. So I'm gonna try to get through these questions as best I can. If you guys have questions, I'll try to get through. But we got to respect her time. So let's get it. So AV, let me ask you this, because you look. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you a picture. You look strikingly similar to my ex-wife, who is also an attorney.
Wow.
When she first became, I'm gonna send you a picture when we get off the thing. I'm gonna send you. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. She's Creole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So y'all kind of have that look.
Yeah.
Did people take you serious? Because when she first became an attorney, like she was like they didn't really take her serious. So she kind of had to become one of them in order for them to take her serious. That was my take on it. Do you have any experience like that?
It's a little different for me. I got into corporate America really young, and I had a nice ride before I decided to do YouTube full time. But I was going to law school and in corporate America at the same time. And the highest peak that I reached was a communications executive. So, you know, I really, I can't name the company, but one of the nation's top 4 banks, I was working for the CEO and the chief legal officer and responding to media inquiries on, you know, lawsuits and things like that. So I nerd out over this stuff. But I have seen it, to answer your question. I've seen on the corporate side, you know, some of the people that are like, your hair's straight today. And, you know, the next day you come in and it looks like this. How did you do that? You know, like, I'm like, water and, you know, like conditioner, man. Like, that's how it works. You know, so I've seen that type of stuff. But at the same time, in the legal space, it is a little bit different because there's not a lot of minority attorneys in America at all. But at the same time, you know, when you are a person of color in that space, you stick out like a sore thumb, but in a good way, right? So you really have to represent yourself well. So to answer your question, yes, I have seen some of that.
So what do you like better, the way you had it before or YouTubing it?
Oh, YouTubing it. YouTubing it, okay? YouTubing it all day, every day. Like, YouTube's a new vibe. Like, I'm loving this. This is the funnest job ever. Like, to watch a trial for 8 hours a day and make jokes and just chill and educate people. People are like, what's a plea agreement? I'm like, let me pull up this ninja's, you know, plea agreement right now. Let's look at it. Let's see what he pled to. It's amazing. It's so fun.
And you're having fun and you get paid. I tell you, when you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. So that is so, I'm 100%. So happy. Shout 100%. Out to El Guapo. Oh, Foday came on first. Foday said Diddy was going to buy NBC. Oh, he's doing the Cosby thing. You know, that's another thing about our people, man. We always think it's a conspiracy. Anything that happens is a conspiracy. Diddy was going to buy NBC. Bill Cosby was going to buy NBC. When it comes to this kind of stuff, like if you were on Puffy's team, well, first of all, what do you think the chances of him beating this? Because Puffy's got a 97%.
Yeah.
So
yes. So Puffy's cooked. I know he is incarcerated right now, and he's refusing to eat over the past few days. That's true.
That's not a rumor.
He's refusing to eat. I have sources that are in New York that work for that prosecution office, and like, he's refusing to eat. He's on suicide watch for. Sorry, I said that word. He's on watch because deletion watch. So sorry. But the reason why is because it's standard procedure with celebrity people. The other thing is, I think there was like some cryptocurrency guy that is like his cellmate that got convicted of some crimes like a year or two ago. So we're seeing things like that. But as far as like being on his team, I think they've prepared for this for a really long time, meaning, you know, he started selling some of his assets after the raid in March. You know, they were prepared. His house was for sale. As soon as I saw his house go for sale this summer, I was like, he might be turning himself in or something's going down. Because when I was working with Leah at the start of the year, we reviewed so many lawsuits. After the Cassie lawsuit, so many lawsuits. I think that we got up to like 8 or 9.
Well,
men,
you know,
and women. Men and
women. Yeah, that's what I was going to talk to you about. I mean, the pile on is
Wait
crazy.
till we talk about the baby oil.
Hey, I got questions about the baby oil. You know, but you know what? I'm gonna ask you about the baby oil since you brought it up. All right, now they say they got over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, right? Lube and all that. But is that illegal?
No, but it does corroborate with some of the stories that were mentioned. You know, like, what do they have him for? They have him for trafficking. And when it comes to the law, right? If you're committing crimes in a state, those are state crimes. When you start crossing state lines and committing crimes in other places, these now become federal crimes. And it's not just like, you know, a small body of government that was looking at him. It was the Department of Homeland Security kicking in the door and waving the 4-4, you know, like, it was serious. And they found the guns and all of those things. What I'm curious about is the sons. I've seen the indictment, like read through his indictment, but for the sons. I want to know what the sons did. Now, the interesting thing is on my channel, I had been covering this case closely for about a year. And I think it was last Friday, we dropped a compilation of every single video because it really kind of goes back to the Keefe D story too with Tupac. No one's looking at that, but
Right.
Keefe D was on Vlad TV and all of these places saying that, Diddy paid him, Zip took his bread, and Zip zipped off.
And then died.
But like, if you're saying all of those things, and then 50 Cent's over here trolling, like, y'all don't even know what I know. So it's an interesting story. But to see that happen, Cassie's lawsuit, Kid Cudi's car blowing up, what happened to Kim, there's all types of shenanigans surrounding Diddy, and then it's like, when we put that compilation together, me and my editor were looking like, wow, this guy's gotten himself into things for like 30 years.
Fact.
We even did a lawsuit timeline for the last 30 years.
Did you do the thing about the kids that got killed at the party?
Yes. What is that? City College?
City College. Yeah. That was like 90 or so. I don't know when. That was a long time ago. He has a full timeline and still got a key to the city.
And then Eric got locked up last night. What is happening in New York? Yeah. Well, not locked up, indicted.
Okay, yeah, he got indicted. Yeah. He took the key back and then he got indicted.
And I have his indictment. I got that earlier today. I haven't had time to read it yet, but like, that's pretty serious too, because it's like international money or something that was like moved around. All types of shenanigans.
Crazy stuff, man. Shout out to El Guapo's in the building. You see beautiful lies there. You see El Guapo in the building. Shout out El Guapo with the $2 holla. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the $2 holla. But we're gonna keep this show rolling. So let me ask you a question, because you said he's cooked, right?
Yes.
What is the most serious charge? Because me personally, I know when you cross state lines, they started that with Jack Johnson, the boxer, for that Call the Man Act, because he was taking a white woman over state lines. But these people, when you fly somebody in and you fly, because I'm in Hollywood, we do it all the time. Fly a girl in, fly her out. Like, how does that become illegal? Like, especially 20 years later. This is the part I don't get. How does that?
So go ahead. Sorry.
I'm saying, what's the most serious of the offenses? I think it's 3 major offenses. What's the serious one you think that has him cooked?
Is really the human trafficking part, because with Cassie's indictment, Cassie's complaint that came out, they settled within 2 days. Right. But if you remember it, and Lead and I were reading it, there was like a block at the top of the document that says, warning. That's never on. I've never seen a legal document that looked like that. So they really did it for the press. So I was thinking that it was more of like a strong arm thing. Like, hey, like maybe they were in negotiation before. It's likely that they were. But, the allegations that came out, believe it or not, some of the same allegations are in his indictment. Now the tapes came out. The tapes where he was, kind of dragging her by the hair. Yeah. Then we find out, because in her original document, she said that he had paid the hotel that had that tape $50,000. That payment was legitimate. So he paid them off to take that tape. So he was not only doing that, he was hiding it. But the human trafficking part, it's not just Cassie. There are many other people that have alleged that he did this. There was that crazy man that shot up like Trump Tower. He was a man that was like, yeah, I did this with Diddy. And you talked about that Nickelodeon kid, the Oshmash Magash, Orlando, right?
Orlando, there you go. Yeah.
Orlando's kind of like tapped a little bit. And he's been saying this for years. So if you think about it, when you have human trafficking, and yeah, it's you fly somebody across state lines, that's fine. But when they're underage, when they can't leave against their will, things like that, the things that are alleged, and you have multiple people saying it, on one hand, it's tough because Diddy has money. And so like he's been defending it by saying that this is a cash grab by all these people.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these lawsuits have eerily similar facts that are included in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, they're finding pictures and things of the like, you know, they're coming out saying that like, you know, the Kardashians are involved in this stuff. LeBron is involved in this stuff. I mean, like, you know, like I know somebody that went to school with Usher's or that goes to school with Usher's son, and they're bullying the hell out of Usher's son right now. Because they're like, what did your daddy do? Are you a victim too? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's sad, man, because the kids take the brunt of it, like you said about what's Puff's kids' involvement in it and all of that stuff. But the thing of it is though, so it's what do they call it? Because it's really called prostitute. But what do they call it? What's the word you use, AV? The main charge?
Oh, human trafficking.
Human trafficking, right? So how do you prove human trafficking? Like, how do you prove something like that?
Yeah, so you've got to prove a few things. One, if you're trafficking like humans, right? Like people,
right?
You're moving them, and the other big part of this is like sex trafficking. So it's human trafficking, but sex trafficking because allegedly Cassie was forced to do things with these men, these, you know, day-long freak-offs, right? And, you know, men were also in those freak-offs, right? Sometimes it was men and women that could not leave. Like they were given the drugs, and then a few days later, after the freak-offs were over, everybody was on IVs, and then they would go home. Now, some people say that they were not allowed to leave. There's other instances where, because of his power, as alleged power, he would give people favors like, okay, you want to, you know, make it in the modeling business, you know, do this thing for me, and allegedly forcefully do these things with them. And that's when all those lawsuits were happening. There was one woman who, you know, apparently, you know, she was forced to do something on her knees, and she was wearing a set of pants, and I guess he ejaculated on those pants, and she kept the pants for 30 years.
Damn.
So
did the Bill Clinton on him? Huh? Just held on to that. Let me keep that. And
like kept it preserved in plastic in her closet, got married, all of that. Lead and I were talking about this. He's like, if I knew that my wife had some pants with somebody else's jizz on it and just saving it up in the closet after all of that happened, and if you were traumatized from it and all of those things, and victims have these experiences, right? But you still kept the pants? You know?
Weird. What's the lady's name, Avery? Not
Which
for Bill Clinton. What was her name? She did the same
Monica
thing.
Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky. She Lewinsky them, huh? She kept that nice and preserved. That's premeditated to me. I mean, how does that? Why would you do that? Why would you, unless you're planning on something later on?
Yeah, but what swayed my opinion was seeing Little Rod's lawsuit. And this was a man suing Diddy. And he was a producer, like, you know, he produced the Love album for Brother Love. Now, the thing is with Little Rod's lawsuit is a little bit different because they actually included photos in the complaint. That's also highly irregular, but there was a menacing picture of Cuba Gooding Jr. with his arm around Little Rod, and he was just looking at him. He was just looking at him, you know, like menacingly looking at him like a piece of meat. And I'm a woman. I mean, I've had people look at me like that, you know, but like for a man to look at another man, like, you know, I was like, that is a meat photo.
No, Amy, I gotta push back. I gotta push back.
Do it.
Push back. Cuba Gooding is one of my dearest, longest friends.
Okay.
Wedding. He was in my wedding. You can say a
Wow.
lot of things about Cuba, but that dude is definitely not batting for the other thing. What Cuba is,
Okay.
he's kind of like me. We're like animated, fun people, like that kind of thing. You know, we kind of similar like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that dude, well, I've known the dude
And
since high
that's
school.
in a complaint. And that's in a complaint, right? And a
What's in the
complaint
complaint?
still needs to have an answer. So when you file a lawsuit, a complaint is the plaintiff, the person that wants to sue the other person, right? And then there's an answer that comes from the defense or the other side. Now, this photograph was included in Little Rod's complaint.
Right.
So that still means that it's alleged, but it's just how it looks, because they're like, okay, this person did this, this person did this, this person did this, and Diddy let it all happen. The son's involved in a shooting, getting shot in the stomach, and then the next time this happened, and Young Miami and all these people are involved. So it was kind of like a list of, here's everything that he's responsible for, and Cuba came up in that.
But that's what I mean by there's an Amber Alert.
Yeah, I was like, is everything okay over there?
It's an endangered. They got a new kind of Amber Alert now. It's endangered. What's that? AB, is that some legal stuff? What is that? Endangered something?
Endangered adult. Details at.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Endangered adult. Details at that website. Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe it's Lil Rod. Maybe he's
oh my God.
maybe he's gonna come. He's gonna come after us. But see, that's what the whole point. That's what the whole point of my streams about with you is about.
Yeah.
That seems like a money grab. Like, you know what I mean? That's a money grab. It's like, I mean, think about it. You've heard things about Cuba with women, but you have never heard nothing about Cuba with a man, like ever. It just seems like he's just trying to hit everybody. And that's what, what I wanted to ask you about with your expertise is, how do you tell the difference between somebody who's really a victim? Because I feel for the victims, because there are victims and it's real and it's true. But then you got the people over here with the Milli Vanilli faking the funk, the crocodile tears. I got the, shout out to the woman with Gloria Allred. But, if she went through that, God bless her. I wish her well. But it just doesn't ring true to me. It doesn't seem authentic. So can you tell? Because you're a woman. Women have women's intuition. Men don't really have that. Like, can you tell when a woman's lying or when she's telling the truth? Can you kind of gauge that?
I mean, because here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings, we've been telling stories since the dawn of time. Some people can lie. Some people are very good at the finesse. Shout out to Little Woody in the YSL trial. Some people are excellent.
Right.
Non-truth tellers. Now, there are times where you can tell a story and something happens and it's like so strange for you to add in. Like Cassie's complaint was like, you can't make that up. Like he's blowing up cars, like things like that. When you start to add elements like that into a story, it's just like, okay, either this person is being wildly off the rocker right now, or they may be telling the truth. But let's look at that. When the tapes dropped, I think it was undeniable. For me, I'm an evidence-based person. Not everybody thinks like that. But I think with men and women, especially with women, I think you really have to pay attention to what they're saying and use your logical mind to see if what they're saying correlates and makes sense. If something is wild and it's an anomaly in a story, so for example, if we're talking about blowing up Kid Cudi's car, that is just so wild. It's like, all right, well, let's think about that. Let's investigate that a little bit. Are you lying about that? I would say pay attention to a narrative in the story that somebody's saying and just try to connect it back to logic and make sure that it makes sense.
But can you just, because some people you can just look at them and tell they're lying. They crying and ain't no tears coming out and none of that. It's like, you don't use that as a gauge? You just
like body language?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you can tell a lot from body language. There's a channel I follow very closely here on YouTube. I think it's the Behavioral Panel, and they actually look at something called micro expressions. I'm pretty sure men and women can tell when somebody's lying because there are micro expressions. There's little tells. right? Micro expressions are really important. Not a lot of people talk about it, but like you can see people that do small things where, maybe they like, women might pull their hair back, like if they feel uncomfortable or small things like that. Or, if they're giving you direct eye contact, you ask a question and then all of a sudden it's we looking up here. It's little things like that. But I think micro expressions and behavioral analysis like that absolutely helps too.
Okay. So back to the freak offs. So
back to the freak offs.
Back to the freak off. We got to talk about the freak off. But tell me this, AV, what is the definition of a freak off? Because do we have an official definition for that?
So freak offs are couple day long events that Diddy would have where, we'll use Cassie as an example. A woman would be in a relationship with Diddy like Cassie was, and she would have to not only do stuff with him, he would hire sex workers to do stuff with her. People would be under the influence. They would take hard drugs, Molly Percocets, all of it, all of the pills, all of the joints. And you would engage with, prostitutes. So Diddy's team, there would be personal assistants. That's why there was this extra supply of baby oil on deck at all times, because freak offs were a thing. They happened for multiple days, and drugs were always on deck as well. There would be a person that would go get the girls, whether it was, on apps or whatever, finding the girls, bringing the girls to the locations where they were, even with traveling. Somebody goes to get the girls get brought to the place. Now, if it's men, because a lot of at least with Cassie, it was men. Someone would arrange to go get the men and bring them to the freak offs. Diddy would be there, and Diddy would pleasure himself as he's watching all of this go down. But it would usually be like large orgy-like things, and it would just go on for a few days. But some of the people did not want to be there, and it's mostly the people that were not the hired escorts or things of the like. And that's really where you have a problem in these cases, or this case, or all of these civil cases that he has as well. Is eventually people are like, "What the hell's going on? I don't want to be here."
But how does one? I mean, if I'm a female and I've just been put through that trauma, as soon as I leave the house, I'm going straight to the station. I'm gonna get my money now. I'm not gonna wait 20 years to get my money. Like it just went down. Like I'm traumatized. I got evidence. Like, why would I wait 20, 15, 25 years when I can go right now and get that taken care of? And the dude always had the money. So what would I don't understand the logic in that. Please help me.
The other thing is, and everybody's worried about this, is what's on the tapes. Diddy has tapes of people. And if you're a model trying to come up, so we'll use women and men. If you're a woman trying to come up, he's got the tapes, and the threat could be, all right, I'm going to release the tapes. And, people get scared of that, all types of things. Now, if you're a man and you're partying with Diddy, like Cat Williams said, and you're on a tape doing some wild stuff, Diddy's got the tapes. Now, in the raid, some tapes were confiscated. They have some tapes. So, and here's the other thing I forgot to mention to you, and this is in comparison to the Young Thug case. This is a RICO case. So that means that it's like organized crime, and they're putting Diddy at the top. The case is United States versus Sean Diddy Combs. So they're trying to put him at the top of a criminal enterprise, because not only were you, bringing people in, having people out, in and out, there were drugs involved, there was firearms involved, there were shootings involved, there were threats involved, there's blowing up cars involved. If you were to really create the legal narrative of organized crime, it looks a little bad.
It does, but let's go back a little bit, because you made my point for me. If Diddy had these tapes as blackmail, that's illegal. So he's going. So you can't even do that. So how would he be able to hold that over someone's head if he's doing something that's illegal to begin with? First, you've already violated me. Now you're going to try and hold a illegal tape over my head without my permission or my consent. How does that work?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, those things were confiscated in addition to the baby oil and the guns at both properties, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's the most damning part, because the feds are going to look at the tapes, even though there might be some things happening. They're going to look at the tapes, and there's probably some more celebrities involved.
Everybody's running for the hills. They're heading for the hill. People used to be proud to go to a Diddy party. You see LeBron? I made
it to the all-white party.
Hey, and Diddy, let me tell you something. Diddy he did have the best parties. I didn't know about this freak off stuff, but New York, LA, wherever he was, Miami, Diddy was the man. So, you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy that it's coming back to bite him in the butt. But what do you think? Because you say he's cooked. What do you think is the best case and worst case scenario for him right now? Like what's going to happen?
Best case and worst case.
Pending he eats.
Hopefully he eats. I mean, despite whatever crimes people commit or don't commit, I do think that people should be fed, right? Like, just let's be humane here. Now, here's the thing. Best case scenario, he gets bail. That did not happen. He has requested bail last week and was denied by the judge. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then the second time, he's just like, I'm going to appeal that decision. This time we're going to put up my jet. We're going to give you 50 million. This time, I want to see if you're going to appeal that decision. They said no. Right? That would have been the best case scenario. Mm-hmm. Now, since we can't get bail and he's likely going to go to trial, now you have to look at reduced sentences, and the defensive team has to look at what the actual charges are. And, everybody is presumed innocent until, there's enough reasonable doubt to be convicted for every single element of the crimes that they are trying to put against you. So his defense team has to look at these charges and really look at a couple things. One, you can look at the level of the investigation. Mm-hmm. If there were any mistakes in the investigation. I don't know, because the Southern District of New York is pretty good. So I don't know. This is looking for that, because it's going to be pretty tight. And it's the Department of Homeland Security. Mm. So that's why it's a tall bar, but that's the best case scenario, is if they can do that and maybe get reduced sentencing for some of that, or get some of the charges dropped. Mm. But at the same time, what are we going to do about the video where he's dragging Cassie by,
But he's not even on charges for that. That has nothing to do with what's going on here, right?
Some of her things that were included in her complaint were included in this indictment. They didn't say her name, but it was in regards to her. So, for example, it's likely that maybe they leaked that hotel footage, right? Mm-hmm. Because somebody leaked it. It was everywhere. Mm-hmm. And
he thought he had it though, right? Right, AV? Because first he was like, they lying, they just trying to get my money, He did
the apology that was really fucked up. Sorry to swear on your platform. That was a terrible apology. It was bad. Yeah. It was like, first of all, put a suit on. You're sitting here in a t-shirt in your backyard. I'm sorry. Like, okay, come on, Diddy. We all saw it.
Yeah, we did.
Put some effort into it. But here's the thing. We're talking about tapes. Mm-hmm. That tape, the Cassie tape, mm-hmm. he paid the hotel $50,000 for.
Right.
That's already bad. We already have to fight that. So defense side, we already have proof of you doing that. Now, on the contrary, that's amazing for the prosecution, because there's already proof of you holding a tape and paying somebody for it so you can keep it and it doesn't get out.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal, AV?
Yeah, there's bribery with something like that. That was held over her head so she didn't go to the police. And for the hotel, that was liability because it happened on your property and y'all didn't call the police. Cassie would have had a case against them.
That's crazy. All right, I got a good question for you, AV. Okay, but I'm gonna read these super chats. But first, let me ask the question and don't answer it yet.
Yeah.
You ready, AV?
Let's do it.
Have you ever been to a freak off? Don't answer. Don't answer.
Come on, no. Come on. What do y'all think? What do y'all think this is? No.
Amy, you weren't supposed to answer. I'm supposed to read this.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
AB never been to a freak off. All right, here we go. So Uriah Victoria says, remember when you reached a certain status level when you invited to a Diddy party? These Hampton parties were huge. That is a fact. Parties in the Hamptons. You too young to know about those parties in the Hamptons, AV. You didn't know. You was a baby back then. You was a baby AV back then. You didn't know nothing about that. So they came back and said, I will bet anything that one of the prosecution witnesses is that what YouTube boy who is alleged to be Diddy's. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody's going to tell. Everybody's going to tell. Is that fair to say? Ain't nobody going to hold their tongue. Everybody's going to tell, right? Right, Amy?
Yeah. No, they did get that drug mule. I think right after the raids, probably in like April, they arrested him. So interesting.
So they got him. Okay. Vernon says, AV, I'm single. Are you? That's a great question to ask AV. AV, he asked, not me. Somebody wants to know, are you single?
It's okay, Vernon. It's a good question. You know, thank you for your curiosity. I'm off the market right now.
Oh, she's off the market.
Yeah, I'm cute, but I'm off the market, you know, and for good reason.
Okay.
You know? Hey. If that changes, the world will know.
Oh, there you go. All right. So don't ask again, you guys, unless she informs the world that is changed. AV is taken, and she sounds very happy about it. So let us ride. Congratulations on that, Vernon. That's a great question, though, and it's a fair question. I like it. Drew says, Richie and AV, after all that's happened this week to Diddy, would you have advised him to go on the run? Would the two of you, what would you have done? Oh, that's a good one. AV, you want to take that first? You want me to take that first?
Yeah, he allegedly, when all this was going down, because I'm Cape Verdean, guys, my family's from Cape Verde, it was alleged that Diddy was going to zoom to Cape Verde. And we were like, all right, we have the Cape Verdean delegation, don't want you here. Like, you ain't gonna come here, violate our women, get off the island, don't come here. Like, what are you doing? Don't come to these islands. But going on the run is, it's a bad idea. I mean, Russell's in Bali?
He's in Bali.
Now, the reason why Cape Verde came up, country that my family's from, is because there's no extradition laws. Now, if you have an attorney that will get in the mud with you, they might advise that. I think his attorneys were good because they started selling off assets. They wanted to liquidate all of that property because they knew they were going to need bail money. And I think that Diddy, it is alleged, at least in my legal circles, that he was going to turn himself in, but they chose to arrest him instead.
Well, he did come back to New York early for that reason, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that they knew that this was coming well in advance. And after the raid, I mean, you have to start game planning for that after the raid. You know, I think they, even with the Cassie thing, because that was, I believe, negotiation failure. You know, who knows how they got to the 30 million. But I think, the law firm that she retained was very experienced in cases like hers, like SA cases, and they had a track record and a history of handling victims like that. And they were very, very adamant, like, we're going to put this out. And that could be a strong arm, like, are y'all going to settle, or we're going to put this out? And I think that maybe there was a reluctancy to settle, and they put it out.
Okay.
Like 2 days later.
2 days later. That's what I'm saying. That's the worst payoff payment I've ever seen, man. At least 2 days later, it came out anyway. That's crazy. But Drew also asked, what would you have done? Like I'm saying, I don't think he could have left. I think once they raided the crib, even though he was free for a couple months, they had eyes on him the whole time. You think he could have got on the plane and left? Do you think he could have got out of here to Cape Verde or Bali? You think he could have got out without the feds being on him?
No, because even with, like, if you have a private jet or if you're flying private, there's still a manifest. There's still security that goes along with this. Sometimes they don't check, depending on where you fly. Sometimes they don't check. But the flight manifest still, like, the pilots still have to follow aviation regulations and where they're going, right? When you go to another country, you also still have to provide your papers, your passports, or like all your paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
You're entering into another country. So at the same time, like they're gonna find out who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
but they can't. But you said they can't extradite him though because
there are
they don't
some
do that.
countries where you can't be extradited. CV is one of them.
Mm-hmm. Russell got on. Russell got on. He like, I ain't even gonna play with him. He goes, I'm out of here. I'm gonna get on. But what he's asking? What would you have done? Like would you have just turned yourself in? Would you just fold it like a lawn chair?
I mean, it's tough. Like nobody wants to, like when you have charges like this, I think it's best to cooperate, you know, and just, you know, go from there and fight it in the court system. Of course, nobody wants to do time. But at the same time, if you run, you're running. And that actually kind of makes the situation worse. Because if you, I mean, you could run and you could go to one of those countries and be safe and just never come back. But, you know, if you go to those countries, you could live life and do your thing. But there's always a possibility of being found and caught and all of those things.
Do you think he's going to survive this? Do you think he's going to live through this?
I hope he eats and changes his mind and just tries to fight it. But Gene Dale, Uncle Gene, has you know, been his bodyguard previously, believes that Diddy has some tendencies where he's lived a luxurious life for years. Is he built for jail is the question. I don't know the answer to that, to be honest. I hope it would be you know, otherwise, but is he built for jail? Can he adapt in jail is the question. Because it's like it's that, but like, you know, incarceration, and you know, I have family members that have done time, changed their lives and things. Incarceration is one of the hardest things that people can go through. It really tests who you are as a human. It tests your endurance in different ways. It tests who you are socially. It tests your patience.
Damn.
Does he sound like a patient man?
Not really.
You know,
doesn't strike me as that. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, how does a person that's been given everything now just be put on indefinite timeout? It's a mind.
Because he always tells people what to do, but now somebody's telling you what to do.
And the only control he has is to not eat. That's the last bit of control that he has. Is eating. So that's great. Shout out to Leslie Lynch, the godfather of the Zoom tribe, with the $50 holla. Thank you, Les. What's the word? What we say for this, AB? No question, no comment.
Pure love of the game.
Yeah, shout out to Leslie. Thank you so much. Paydays, I call him my YouTube lawyer. He got some pushback for you, AV. Paydays says he charged with the SDNY Sovereign District of New York. The Cleveland Browns will win the Super Bowl before Diddy walks from this. Oh no, he's agreeing with you. Yeah. He's agreeing with you. Oh yeah.
He's super cooked.
Yeah, he's not, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought he was pushing back. No, he's agreeing with you. Yeah, he's done. I mean, AV said it long as she said he's cooked.
Yeah, and it's really because, just to expand on what Paydays is saying, SDNY has one of the highest conviction rates. They're very successful in bringing cases and closing them. But that means that they do a very thorough job in working with, you know, the investigative bodies like police, detectives, that sort of thing. In this case, Department of Homeland Security, to make sure that that case is they have all the evidence that they need before they even bring charges. Right. So if their conviction rate is that high and they're that good, it's not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, because when you cause a big scene, busting through doors in 2 different states and pulling out stuff and putting people on the ground, you know they got something. They're not gonna do all that for nothing. So yeah, that's the thing. Is there any chance of him like beating this AV at all? Do you think he has?
You're like, no, I'm keeping it 100 with you. I don't think so. I think he's done. And then there was a woman, you played it in the intro. There was a woman that came out and did, you know, I've been streaming on the YSL case. I haven't had a chance to look into it yet, but there was a victim that came out.
Oh yeah, I got that. I'm gonna show that. I was gonna show a piece of it before you go. I know I don't have you for much longer, but I wanted to show that so we could see, what it looks like. I want to know, are you buying it? You know what I mean? I don't know if you as an attorney are able to say if you buying a story or not, but it just looked real sus to me, man. So
totally sus.
I'm gonna take. Let me see what Drew says. Zoom and AV. After everything that's happened this week, did you advise? Okay, would you run? AV, if you had his money, would you run? Okay, he asked us that already. AV said she would have folded. She said she would have took it like a champ. Me, I don't know.
Yeah, you zooming a CV, okay?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, if I felt like I was innocent, I'd stay and fight it. But if I knew I'm done, it's like, what else do I got to lose? You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you want to do the right thing and you're supposed to do the right thing. But if you got a chance to be like Russell Simmons, because, if Russell Simmons, I don't know if he can ever come back, right? I mean, but he hasn't even been put up on charges, right? He left before he got put up on charges. So, but he's like, man, I see the writing on the wall. I ain't going nowhere. Read the graph super chat. Fode says, never underrate the power of dynamic between a power player like Diddy and an aspiring model, rapper, etc. Diddy could crush their careers before they even take off. AV, you believe that?
That he could crush their careers before they even take off?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of in the middle with this one, but I do think that it's possible, and I do think that he did do that with some people, because people that people that are have means or whatever, like it's easy to believe everything that somebody says, and sometimes if I don't know, you're a singer, an aspiring producer like Little Rod as an example, and he's like, yeah, man. I'm Brother Love. I want you to produce the Love album. It's all about love, right? We're going to produce the Love album. Lil Rod's just like, yeah, I'm going to be around for all the craziness. This is a great opportunity. I want to produce the album. Right. I'm going to use my work to do that, use my skill set to do that. And then, there's a lot of craziness going on around me, but this is an opportunity for me. Guess what? He didn't get the money that he was paid for the work that he did. Mm-hmm. So I do believe that in a sense it could be crushed, but to your point, Richie Mack, we talked about this earlier. People always have the choice to walk away.
Mm-hmm. To walk away, but it's hard though, because when you got money and you this person is responsible for changing your career forever. Mm-hmm. It's a hard walk away from, because artists, I'm an artist, man. We're very sensitive. We're very we wear our heart on our sleeve when it comes to our talent and it comes to our gift. So when somebody appreciates that gift, or we feel like we can get rewarded for all the hard work we put in, sometimes you can sell yourself, a little bit short, man. So it's a tough one. Drew makes a good point, AV. Drew says Miami was 90 miles away from Cuba. And I know Cuba don't have an extradition thing. But I just know
he lived on Star Island. It was right there.
Right. Could have went. But don't you think eyes would have been on him? They would have escorted him right back. Yeah,
I think they've been watching him for a very long time. In the indictment, I think it was a few years they've been monitoring this situation. So, it's been a while that they've been watching and trying to investigate and bring these charges. So even if he were to get close, that's the thing. That flight path was allegedly going to Cape Verde, but they landed the plane.
Really? I didn't know. That's some new information right there. He tried to sneak to your homeland. He tried to sneak to your homeland.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you said he could have, he thought about it. I didn't know he actually got on the plane and tried to get there.
No, 50 Cent was when he was on that troll brigade and he took everything down. 50 took everything about Diddy down. But 50 had posted that. That's how I learned it. I said, he's on his way. I was like, Dad, is this true? My dad lives on the island. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Dad, is Diddy there? Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's all over social media. Mm-hmm. He's just like, no, we would know. Because my family's in the government. He's like, no, we would know.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was interesting.
Father, please forgive me. I was making a joke about the freak off. I don't want your dad to get mad at me because I plan.
I know. You good. You good. You good. He don't watch YouTube.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
He has no idea what YouTube is. You good.
I want to go to Cape Verde so bad. That's been one of my. I used to date a Cape Verdean girl, but I didn't know what the hell it was. She's like, it's Cape Verde. It's on the east coast of Africa. I'm like, I don't know where. I didn't know. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know what it was. I just knew, but she looked Puerto Rican, so I was like, there it is. My look. That's my look right there. You know what I mean?
Look Puerto Rican. I love it.
Yeah. So I know. I don't want to take up much more of your time. Do you have time to look a little bit at this Gloria Allred thing? If you don't, I understand, because I know you said you give me an hour, and it's been about an hour. So that's totally up to you, AV.
No, I do have to drop. I'm sorry, Richie. I wish I could stay a little bit longer, but
I don't want to waste no favors. I don't want to waste no favors. You, when I came calling, you came and running, and I appreciate
that's
you.
That's 100%. And I'm happy we got a chance to work together and collab and talk law. It's really cool stuff sometimes, and it's really fascinating to think about. Diddy being on Drink Champs with the scrambling and scraping.
Yeah.
Hey,
Daddy. What was he doing? Hey, Daddy.
I love it when you scramble and scraping, Daddy. Like,
That was I think he was already falling apart at that point.
Yeah, like you're grabbing a man's hands by the hand, and like, all right.
Yeah, he can't defend
Cat Williams told you, like, you got to tell Diddy no. So I'm gonna leave on that note. But it was so good to hang out with you, Richie, and your chat. Everybody,
when you come to Thailand, I got you. You said you was gonna zoom to Thailand, AV. I'm gonna hold you.
Yeah. That's on the list. I want to go golfing.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring your significant other, man. Bring your other. Bring whoever you want to come with. Golf is on me. I got you. Whatever you need, man. I got you. You already know we're gonna make it work. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, though.
Thank you so much, AV. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. I'm gonna send you that picture too, so you know what I'm talking about. You don't think I'm making this up. I really meant what I said.
I love it. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.
All right, AV. See you later. AV to the 7th power, you guys, man. It was so cool to get AV to come up, man. It was dope. AV has come so far in such a short period of time, and she's still humble. She's still cool. Like I would have never even known she even knew Kevin Samuels. Like I didn't know none of that stuff. Like AV don't be name dropping and none of that stuff, man. But she's really, 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 really cool. I can't wait to see her in Thailand. We gonna make it work. I'm gonna show you guys this Gloria Allred thing because this new victim. That's what I'm telling you guys earlier. This was my issue. It's like, don't get me wrong. I feel for the victims. I want everybody to get their just due, and anything he did to destroy someone's life, he needs to pay for that. All right. But it's the people that I'm talking about that's faking the funk, that's piling on. Like, it's like, because I've seen it happen. You know what I mean? It's like usually when one person has a problem, then 20 more have a problem. You know what I mean? It's like if somebody does something to you, I think you should handle that immediately. Don't wait 20 years. Don't wait 20 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like you got to make it happen. So let me get Phil Day said, what exactly is going on with Jaguar White? She's apparently spilling hella tea. Jaguar, you know what's crazy? Like Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal, like he's been saying, like the stuff he's been saying about, he's been saying this about Puffy for years. And I just thought he was a hater because Puffy never responded. He just let it go. I just thought he was like a frustrated bodyguard that got fired. Because a lot of times when people get fired or kicked out of the clique, then that's when they start, turning on you and flipping the game and doing all of that stuff. So it seems to be and Jaguar Wright seemed like she was way out, saying way out stuff. And now she seems prophetic. So, and Jaguar Wright, she been on everybody's head, men and women. From Mary J. Blige, Puff, everybody. She like spilled all the tea. But once again, this is a person that was out of the circle, kicked out of the circle. So now they ready to, because they got nothing to lose, because they can't get back in. They probably don't want to go back in the circle. So they they let it loose. You know what I mean? They do their thing. But check this out, you guys, man. I'm gonna show you guys this. Oh, look at this. This is the latest victim, and I'm not trying to be insensitive. It's just that it just don't seem real.
Thalia alleges that she has suffered and continues to suffer, among other damages, emotional harm, including mental anguish, emotional distress, humiliation, and physical damage. Our goal for Thalia is very simple. We want justice for her, and we are looking forward to winning it. It is long overdue for those who have caused her to suffer to be held accountable.
Now, y'all got to remember, this happened 20-something years ago. And ain't near tear coming down their face. You guys, let me know, man, because I'm really not trying to be insensitive. You know, if this happened to her, God bless her, but it just, y'all let me know if I'm crazy.
Internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault. Or even feel safe in my own skin. The combination of physical and emotional pain has created a cycle of suffering from which it is so hard to break free. I want to continue on this journey towards recovery and healing. I'm glad that he is locked up, but that's a temporary feeling of relief.
Thalia is not going to be taking any questions, but I'll be happy to take some questions.
Gloria, can you talk about the context of this assault? What, where, when, what occasion?
Question is, can I speak about the context of this alleged assault? No.
Gloria, can you just speak on, I know it's difficult for your client going through this, but what prompted her to come forward now?
It was time to file this lawsuit.
All right, listen, I mean, y'all got to pay attention to the answers that she's giving. She said, what made you come out now? And she said, the answer was, it was time to file this lawsuit. This was damn near 25 years ago. And now it's time to file a lawsuit? All right.
Gloria, what do you know about the video that was allegedly recorded?
Question is, what do I know about the video that was recorded?
Yeah, what do you know? Where is it now? Is it still, where is the video?
Yeah. There are many details in the complaint. The complaint alleges that it was taken without her knowledge and consent, that she wouldn't have consented, that it was then published and viewed by others, and may still be viewed.
Gloria, this other defendant in the video, alleged defendant, is this a celebrity?
Is the other defendant alleged to be in the video, and what was the remainder of your question?
Is that person, that alleged defendant, is that person a celebrity?
Is the person that has not been named by me a celebrity? Not as far as I know.
Gloria, as disturbing as the video may be, have you yourself laid eyes on the video?
Have I looked at the video? No, I have not viewed the video, nor do I wish to view the video, nor should anyone else view the video. with the exception of if law enforcement and a court believe that they should and are permitted to view a pornographic video as evidence in the case, if they have it, then that would be it. Would you please speak up? It's hard to hear you.
Yes, sorry, I'm back here and a bit short. In the complaint, you noted that your client learned about this video in November 2023. That is around the time of the first public lawsuit, at least, against Sean Combs from his ex-girlfriend Cassie. I'm curious how you and your client learned about the existence of this video.
You're saying that this incident is alleged to have occurred about the time of another lawsuit having been filed? I'm sorry, I can't understand your question.
Per the complaint, this alleged incident occurred in 2001, but your client learned about the existence of the video in 2023, more than 20 years after. I'm curious how she learned about the existence of that video.
Yeah, so the question is, she alleges that the incident took place in 2001, but you are saying that it is alleged in the complaint that was filed that she learned about it in 2022. And then the question is, how did she learn about it? We have no comment in response to that question.
Gloria, has Diddy reached out to your client?
Excuse me?
Has Diddy reached out to your client?
See, they she's avoiding every question about facts. She's not, well, maybe, I mean, she's a lawyer, maybe because she can't, because it's not in court yet, but it just seemed like she was dodging everything.
The question is, has Diddy reached out to her? We will not comment on that either.
Gloria, I know this is very difficult for your clients, but would you be able to share a little bit of her background? Where did she come from? Or what did she do? Can you give us some details about your client, please?
No, I can't provide further details about where she came from or what she does.
Gloria, to your knowledge, has any law enforcement agency reviewed this video for possible criminal charges?
So is the question, has any criminal law enforcement, is the question, has any law enforcement agency
viewed the video for possible criminal
viewed
charges?
the video? I'm not able to answer that question.
Your client says that she was threatened after this alleged attack. Can you elaborate on those threats?
Question is, can I elaborate on the allegation that she was threatened after the attacks? And no, because really I'm not able to comment on or expand upon any evidence or anything that might have evidentiary value.
I mean, I just didn't get no. I don't know, man. What y'all didn't tell me, Vernon? What you think, man? Do you guys? I don't know, man. I don't want to seem insensitive, man. Bless her heart, man, if she did go through that mess. But yeah, man. So that was a little quickie, man. Michael say he deleted Pac and Biggie. Damn. Michael Miller say telling on himself. Vernon got a crush on AV. Leslie got a crush on AV. Is great, man. She's like, man, she's come so far, man. She's come so far. Yeah, see? Vernon say crocodile tears, man. Look at 50 Cent. Leslie, what do you guys think? EJ say bullshit. See? All of y'all, man, y'all see what I see. So I'm not crazy, man. I ain't crazy. Okay, I was like, damn, because it just didn't seem
at this time.
None of it just. You guys will see what she said at the end, though. At the end, she was like, "I'm saying what she said at
this press conference," but any member of the public or press,
well, you're laughing because you know they about to laugh all the way to
is
the
of
bank.
course permitted to see whatever is in the complaint that has been filed. in the Southern District of New York.
Gloria, has your client been in contact with any other victims?
Has my client been in contact with any other victims? Or alleged victims? I'm unable to comment on
I'll say just pay her and move on.
anyone with
Ain't
whom
no
she
moving
has
on.
been in contact or
Shad, it ain't no moving on, bro. Where's she at? She's
member of the public or
they
press
laughing. Oh, no, they about to get paid.
is of course permitted to see.
That's what I should have asked AV. I should have asked AV, what do you think she's gonna get for this? For this deal? What do you think she's gonna get? This one right here, because she's gonna get a bag. We just don't know how much. No Diddy, but 25 years. Leslie Lynch say free Diddy. Jason said, yeah, I know. Jason French been saying free Diddy. I don't know if you can free Diddy. I think a happy medium with the put him on bail and have a 24-hour watch on him, because he ain't built for jail, man. I don't think he's built for that, yo. You know, he already say he's not eating. Yeah, Vernon say she just wants money. Yeah, that's what it felt like, man. What do you Uriah say? They better ask him when she can share. Damn. ABC says always good. ABC says always a good look for Boston. Sub to her channel. Yeah, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to AV's channel, man. AV, she's a wonderful person, man. She's smart and she's on it. I gotta get back up on. You know what's crazy? Because there's so many YouTube things, man. It's like the recommendations don't come up no more. I don't get recommendations for Lee, for AV. You literally got to physically type in to see that. Leslie says she full. Leslie says she full of it. What does Drew say? Gloria, I've been in the game for years. It's made her an animal. It's rules to this shit. She wrote me a manual, 10 crack commandments. Gone, Drew. You know Biggie's my favorite rapper of all time, man. Biggie's my favorite. So you can't quote me a lyric like that and no, I don't know that came from Biggie. Absolutely, man. Yeah, but but that's who you go to. It's like you had Johnny Cochran, you got Benjamin Crump, and you got Gloria Allred. When you want to get paid, you know where to go. Oh, Elle said Trump will pardon Diddy. Oh, I never thought of that one. What y'all think of that? You think the Orange Man will pardon Diddy? Wow, I should have asked. That's a great point, Elle. Trump pardoned Diddy. The only reason why I say I can't see that happening is because then that's going to make it look like he's in on the cover-up. You know what I mean? Even though the president can pardon who he wants. But I think that's when you're going out of office. I don't think you can pardon people while you're in office. I think when you leave office is when you get to pardon people and do that. Fode, my YouTube lawyer, can probably tell us better than that. He said he may be on the tapes. That's true. Can you imagine like going through those tapes, man? What you're seeing on that joint, man? That's crazy. Fode, what my YouTube lawyer says. Fode says the thing that people forgot is that if Diddy gets convicted, most likely also hit with a massive fines and penalties. A lot of this property will be taken by civil forfeiture. Well, he's already liquidating, you know what I mean? Because what's he gonna do? He's already liquidating. He gotta liquidate. He put up 50 mil. He's like, I'm gonna give you 50 mil for my freedom. I'm gonna give 30 mil to Cassie, 50 mil for my freedom, and whatever else, and it still wasn't enough. Sometimes money can't get you out of it, man. Sometimes money can't get you out of that. Can't get you out of that. Let me see. What is Brothers Marcus? Save yourself back, man. What does he say? I remember when Gloria Allred represented a BBW from Brooklyn, claiming she was pregnant by Usher. It was false. I don't trust. That's my point. That's my point. I met Gloria Allred one time. You know me, I'm jovial, cracking jokes. She was like, she didn't even smile. She was just, she's a bulldog, bro. You know, and I don't mean that in a defensive way. I'm just saying she goes hard because she knows how to go get that bag, man. She knows how to get that bag. But that's who you call. If you're a female and you trying to get a bag, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters or Gloria Allred? Come on, man. I mean, that's what she's there for. To get it. What does Lefty say? Gloria ain't ish. That's why Michael Jackson told her to go. Michael Jackson told Gloria. I didn't know Gloria ever had anything to do with Michael Jackson. I know he was mad at Tom Snedden, who was the district attorney in Santa Barbara. I never heard him say nothing about Gloria Allred, Les. I haven't seen that one. Why was she at Diddy's house hotel? She rubbing her hands like Birdman. Yeah, man. She knows she gonna get a bag, and maybe she deserves it. That's the thing. You just don't know. What does Paydays say? The president can exercise the pardon power at any time. Oh, see, that's why when I got a question, the Paydays is always there. During his term, they just wait till the end of the. That's what I thought. Okay. So. Oh, to avoid. Okay, I got you. So I was right and wrong. So he can do it at any time, but they wait till the end for that reason. Because when he's leaving out, it's like, ain't nobody gonna say nothing in. What you gonna do? Fire me? I'm out of here. So, but my question for today, if they pardon him, say for instance, he pardons him in his first year, and in his fourth year, does Puff get out if he did that, or does he get out at the time of the pardoning? In my mind, it's at the time of the pardoning, which is why they do it last. Young lady has a little smirk on her face. She's full of, yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, because he probably on some of them tapes. Yeah. Can you imagine? But that's the thing, though, man. It's like everybody say how powerful Puffy was, but man, didn't you know they was coming? Didn't you know they're gonna run up in your joint? I know you had a warning before they ran up in there, bro. You know what I mean? It's like the tapes would have been burnt up somewhere in the ocean. But sometimes you gotta understand, man, sometimes, and that part is true, like AV said, man, it's a power thing. Think about it. If I got all of y'all, if I got all of y'all, congressmen, entertainers, athletes, if I got all of y'all, kiss the ring, you know what I mean? So maybe that's what he did. Because, man, I'm telling you guys, man, when you're in the entertainment business, man, you get drunk with power, man. You believe your hype. You believe all of that. Especially when nobody tells you no, you know what I mean? So it's easy to believe your own hype, man, for real, for real. What if Fode came back and said he gets out at the time of the pardon? That's what I thought. So he gets out time, so that's why they wait till the end, you know what I mean? Okay, you're right. I get you, Fode. That makes sense. But Fode said it, AV said it. I mean, Puff is cooked. The only thing he got, hopefully his kids, man. His kids will be taken care of. If he ain't liquidating everything, he don't get sued to high hell and holy water. Fode, can you claim bankruptcy while you in prison? Can they do that? I'm sure he got money in a trust for his kids, though. He has to. When people that got money, they do things on a whole nother level. Y'all don't know about trust and all of that stuff. It's a whole different get down. So you don't get sued. You can put your house in a trust. You don't get sued. Like if somebody sue you, they can't go after the trust. That's like when OJ got in his trouble, he had things that they couldn't touch, like his pension. He got $25,000 a month for the rest of his life that nobody could touch. It's like certain things. Rich people play, they know how to play that above the rim game. Philip said, I think Diddy was a federal informant, so he thought he untouchable. That's what I think. You know what I mean? When you accept a pardon, it's admission of guilt. I don't know, Fode. What you got on that? He said, when you accept a pardon, it's an admission of guilt. I mean, Vernon, whether you was guilty or not guilty and somebody letting you out of jail, you're going to accept. But who's going to say, nah, I'm guilty. Let me just sit here for another 10 years. Who's going to do that? Nobody's going to do that, man. So I think anybody would take that. So they say he can claim bankruptcy at any time, even while in jail. Okay. Because they're going to try to sue him to hell on highway. Everybody's going to come get him. But, I mean, think about it. Everybody that he talked bad to, that he disrespected, that's me making a shape. You guys thinking it's an earthquake. That's what it is. Somebody said something about an earthquake. That's because I shook the thing. Anybody got any kind of grudge, and then people without a grudge. Like everybody got a case. When I went to when I went to Minneapolis and I went to Paisley Park Studios, man, I seen Prince's estate is worth so much money, but they can't really get to it because it went from he had one little sister and he had a half brother or something like that. Now there's like 80 relatives claiming part of that. So I think that's what's going to happen here with with Diddy, man. I think they're gonna everybody gonna try to get a piece. Pause. Leslie say yes, Richie Mack to accuse MJ of abuse. Michael told her to go to hell. Really? I'm the biggest Michael Jackson fan. I don't remember that one. When did that happen, Les? You gotta was that during the first trial or the last trial? Because that's what Mike did. See, Mike gave up the money because he was wanted it to go away. But when you give up the money, people think it's guilt. You know what I mean? And then they did Mike so cold that I think that the kid that his dad put him up to it, man. They got the tapes of the dad saying we're gonna take all his money. He was scheming and plotting on Mike, and the kid was like, "That's my friend." And then he got emancipated from his own parents after that Michael Jackson stuff, man. I think he deleted himself. I think. I don't want to put something on somebody if that's not true. Fode say Vernon Howe is correct. Vernon Howe's always correct. That's my guy. Let me see. G-Dep. Oh, and by the way, Fode, thank you for dropping the little super chats here. These little things really add up, man. I appreciate it, brother. I really, really, really do. Man, I'm gonna have a big announcement, you guys, man. I'm gonna have a big announcement coming up, you guys. Right now, I'm back in LA doing the Hollywood thing, man. I went to my boy Bentley's studio, man. He created a Jamie Foxx show. He got all these shows on Bounce TV. He's doing something for my guy. Went down there and putting together something about that so you guys can see what it's like. You know what I mean? Y'all see the lifestyle I gave up. Well, traded in. I didn't give it up. I traded it in, man. That's how much I love Thailand is because even though I could still come back home and I believe still flourish and make a good living, the rat race of Hollywood, man, that's just not my get down no more, man. I don't see it. Cortez said he think the kid's still living. Okay, somebody passed away in that family. Was it his dad? Maybe it was his dad, Cortez. I don't know. Sean always got some shit. He said Mike was wild, raised 3 kids that aren't his. I gotta be honest, man. I'm the biggest Mike fan, and the oldest son, he looks just like the dermatologist dude, man. He looked just like the dermatologist dude. I got a biracial child, man. It's don't get me wrong. I mean, you know what though? Sean? I wonder if they ever did a DNA test. I wonder if they ever did a DNA test, man. That would have been interesting. Sean say Farnsworth Bentley. What about him? Yeah, the dad. You engaged? Who's engaged? J Bell said about to get real slow. Yeah, man. I was talking to my guy who another producer friend of mine who produced Fear Factor. He does all these TV shows, man. I don't remember them all. He does a bunch of shows, but I live near CBS in the Valley where they did Seinfeld and all that stuff. I was like, man, I bet you somebody on the set will rent my house because I want to get my house rented so I can sleep at night comfortably. He was like, man, have you driven by that studio? I'm like, no. He goes, dude, there's nobody there. That studio, that place is empty. Everything is downsizing, man. Everything is downsizing, man. Hollywood, everything has changed, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. I jumped off that ship just in time. Because it does look kind of suspect. Sean said they don't want to take tests because they really know that they may lose their wealth. Nah, they're still in the wealth. They're still in the wealth. I just don't think they want to come to grips with it. What does Leslie say? This was after the first money payment, and he did kill himself. The father, see? One of y'all say he did, one of y'all say he didn't. I'm going with Leslie because he's the father of the Zoom trial. Yeah, I think somebody, because I'm a big Mike fan. Somebody got deleted. It was either the son. You know what I do? I ask my girlfriend AI. She always tells me the truth. Let me see. There's Noodle. There's my Thai Noodle, man. I miss my Thai Noodle. Look at my Thai Noodle trying to call me. My Thai Noodle. That's my Thai Noodle. Your announcement, you're engaged. Who? Hell no. No. Well, you know what though? If I was to get engaged, it would be. I thought you meant like engaged to somebody out here. I didn't put it together. I feel like me and Ella are already engaged, man. You know what I mean? That's my baby, man. Ella's like, she down like 4 flat tires, man. She is down like 4 flat tires. Mike's first 2 children are by the same woman, and his last son by a Mexican surrogate. There's not one black feature in that family. Well, the young one got like darker skin. Maybe you said Mexican surrogate. I didn't know where that one came from. What's his name? Blanket or some shit. I don't know that. I don't know that one. Blanket. I think Blanket is that's the closest to it. Christopher say, big up, L. Let me see if I get my Thai Noodle. Come on. Get my Thai Noodle. She might be asleep, man. What time is it? Well, yeah, it's like 10:30 in Thailand. Elle go to bed. Elle go to bed at like 10 o'clock. She's like clockwork, man. She don't stay up late. Macaulay Culkin never accused Mike. That's not true, Cortez. He actually tested unless something changed since the court thing. But no, he testified for Mike. After the Diddy issues, it's looking like we ought to be left with garbage on the radio. I mean, it's already garbage on the radio. Corey Feldman died? No. Corey Haim died. Corey Feldman didn't die. Did he? Recently? Y'all come up with these crazy rumors, man. I know Corey Feldman. Let me see. I'm a place at 1 o'clock tomorrow. If you're not doing anything, come down. Oh, it's my brother. Man, I might try to do that. Corey Feldman didn't die. I would have heard of that. Can somebody confirm if Corey Feldman died? I don't think he died. I think he means Corey Haim. There were 2 Corys. Blanksby look like Mike, but he's Mexican and white. I did not know that. What does Drew say? Crazy how Lou Pearlman and Diddy ended up in prison. It ain't crazy. They did kind of similar shit. The only difference is, though, I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but some things I just think, like what's his name? Epstein. I don't know if he really died. I feel like he might have bought it because it's just so how convenient. You're a high profile person and you just can do that to yourself in front of everybody and nobody catches that. I don't. Thank you. Corey Haim died. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Haim. You said Corey Feldman. Yeah. Corey Haim died. Okay. Yeah. Feldman's still around, rocking the Michael Jackson hat. My very close friend used to work for MJ, and he told me officially Prince and Paris are from Debbie Rowe. Yes, but Blanket is from The Needle. Yeah, but Leslie, but is he the daddy though? That's the question. There are no features. Them Jacksons got them strong nose features. They got features. You see Tito's kids, rest in peace, Tito. His kids look like him. Like they got similarities. And his kid's mom is there. She's not white, but she's like Latin or something like that. Yeah, RA say Corey Feldman. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. Lou Pearlman, that one. I'm thinking about what happened to him? He's in jail too. Lou Pearlman, no, he made a lot of money with the Backstreet Boys. I was thinking of the lady that worked with Epstein. I thought her name was Lou Pearlman. I could have been wrong. Still here, OG Cloud watching. Glow Hardy in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah, man. So you guys, man, I'm glad we got to hang out and do this. I'm really, really thanks to AV, man. If y'all want to keep rocking, we can stay on for a few more minutes. But I really wanted to hear the woman's side of what it was like, what she thought about this and all that. And she's so good, man. She got good fast, man. See, that's the thing, you guys. Confidence is what makes all the difference in the world. And there's a difference between confidence and cocky. It's a thin line. Confidence is knowing you're good at something. Cocky is knowing it and throwing it in everybody's face. forcing it on people. That's you know, that's the difference. You know what I mean? There's a subtleness to being confident because you just back it up with what you do. RA say, I worked for Sony Pictures for 14 years. Ain't no business like the lot in Culver City. All right, Daniel, I did a lot of work there too, bro. I did it when it was Columbia, and before that it was MGM. Like, you know, Hollywood Shuffle, that was an MGM movie, so we go way back. And my first TV series was on that lot, man. Stage 32, I can't remember. That was so damn long ago. But yeah, man, I watched it. It changed a lot too. They even changed the parking lot structure. The parking lot is different. The commissary is different. They did a lot of things to it over the years since I've been there. Cortez says, yeah, it's very professional. Corey Feldman is still alive. Thanks, brother Marcus. That's what I thought. Oh, Lou Pearlman died in prison, but what did he go in there for? Fraud? What did he do in there? And what do you guys think, man? What do you guys think that's going to happen to Puff? Do you guys think he's because I don't think he's built for prison, and he's going to be a target because somebody can get points off of that. You know what I mean? And when you, like I said, when you have all of that and you go from that, not to just having nothing, but to being in prison in a cell, that's a tough one, man. Some people rather just, you know, bite the bullet. You know what I mean? Can someone tell me why Russell Simmons is cooked? I didn't say he's cooked. Russell Simmons said he's cooked because he's the one that left. If he wasn't cooked, what'd he leave for? And if he ain't cooked, why ain't he come back? I mean, you just got to use your common sense. I don't know if he's cooked, but he definitely would have some suits. He definitely has some lawsuits coming at him. Do you know Morris Kelly? Let me see. Do you know Morris Kelly on the radio in LA and telling Sharman Kelly back to be AKB? No, but I have a friend that went to high school named Morris Kelly. That's what I thought you were talking about. Mo Kelly, he on the radio in LA. No, I don't know that. No. The Mo Kelly I know I went to school with. Perlman died in 2016. Yeah, I didn't even know. Man. Listen, I don't know what he did. Sorry, I'm blessed to all of you. Zoom tried. T-Boss in the building. He in the building. Yeah, you coming in late, pause. I'm about to man, you know it's crazy, man, when you get older, man, it's like 9 o'clock feel like 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock feel like 1 a.m. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You go to sleep earlier and you wake up earlier. It's crazy. Yeah, zoom to Bali. Bali's a cool spot too. Like when I look at other places, like I say, like if I was gonna be in other places, like Bali's a dope spot. I heard Malaysia's cool. Like there's all these other these cool spots to be in, man. But I love Thailand, man. You know, pound for pound, man. I don't see nothing better than Thailand. I haven't seen it yet. If it's there, wealthy. Try to get off. No. We can freestyle the rest of the conversation. Y'all can ask me whatever questions y'all want. What's considered wealthy? What's considered wealthy in the U.S.? Like what are we making a benchmark at? You know what I mean? When you get older, your health is your wealth. You know what I mean? So, money wise, and you guys, I meant to tell you guys, especially you guys coming to Thailand, it's like, dude, the American dollar is weak now, dude. It was so strong like a month ago. It was like 37. Now it's down to 32, man. It's super, super weak. Hopefully it'll build back up, but I haven't seen it this week since I've been in Thailand, bro. It's like the American dollar is really, really weak. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know what's going on, but that's what I'm saying, man. After the election, things will change. But it's crazy. So wealthy, that's such a subjective. I don't know. I would put it like this: if you bringing in over $7,000 a month, that's wealthy in Thailand. That's the best way to explain it. 7 to 10 grand, that's wealthy. You know what I mean? Because you ain't even gonna spend that much. Like the only way you spend that much in Thailand is if you got the fattest, most bodacious crib and you paying $5,000 a month or something like that. You know, and then you join in the most expensive golf clubs and you know what I mean? Like you got to be really, really doing it on a major level to be in the 10,000 area. But you could be comfortably wealthy to me between $500 and $7,500. You know what I mean? And you really don't want for nothing. You traveling, you doing whatever you want. It just depends on your lifestyle, like how you blowing it. You know, what are you doing with it? Are you buying out the bar? Are you eating out of it? It's just all contingent on how you get down. What's 4Gs a month like? 4Gs a month is very comfortable. 4Gs a month is extremely comfortable. Like you can live, like if you guys saw that episode I did with one of my Patreon members that just moved to Thailand, the one I did at his condo, he's like beach view, high floor, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and he's paying like $900 a month. You know what I mean? And what else do you need when you're a bachelor but a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo? You know what I mean? So yeah, 4Gs a month, like you good, man. So that's less than $50,000 a year. And you can live like a king. But prices are going up. Everything's changing because Thailand's become so popular now. They starting to like, you know what I mean? They start. Everything is leveling off in terms of, you know, it's never going to be expensive like what's the name though? What's the expensive place that's so clean in Southeast Asia? Excuse me. Oh, what is it? I can't, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm getting older, man. I can't be remembering shit. What is the name of it? Singapore. Thank you. Yeah, Singapore. Like it'll never be like Singapore. Thanks, Cortez. Appreciate you guys. My brain is slipping. Yep. All right, Daniel. Singapore. Yeah. Yeah, Singapore is like crazy. I've never even been to Singapore. I don't know if I can afford to go to Singapore. It's expensive. Leslie Lynch coming through. See, now the AV is gone. I can start bringing the dancing girls back out for y'all, man. You know what I mean? We can make them start dancing. Yes, he is the daddy of all three of the father and raising them. But my boy told me that MJ did have relations with Debbie Rowe and Prince in Paris. They're from MJ and they had sex. Yeah. Did you see what Madonna said about MJ? No, Les. But Les, do you think that that they have any similarities to Mike though? You know, I love Mike. I never say nothing bad about Mike, but do you think that those kids have any similar, especially the oldest one? If you look at a picture of Mike's oldest kid and then you look at the dermatologist dude, I forgot his name. I mean, he's dead on him. You know what I mean? How can that be? How can he just happen to look exactly like the dermatologist and nothing like Mike, but that's Mike's kid? I don't know. I don't know. Leslie say Google it. Thanks, man. Leslie, you know I'm doing a live stream. I can't do any Googling right now. That's why I'm depending on you. Vernon say Singapore. That's Sean say 0. That's what I'm saying, man. Kuala Lumpur is freaky. I'll pass on Malaysia. I remember when nonstop I lost. Really? I heard good things about Malaysia. I got to see for myself. EJ say didn't use MJC. That's one thing I wouldn't understand. Well, Leslie seems to think. I think Mike did have sex, man. Mike was not, you know, for the other team, my opinion. But he's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you got to remember, man, if you've been in a glass jar since you've been 6 years old, in a glass jar, and everybody's looking at you since you're 6 years old, all the way to the day you die. Like he was the shit all the way to. Can you imagine that? Like. From 6 years old, I mean, he really jumped off at Motown with 10, but I'm saying, but they started at 6, all the way to like 50 something. I mean, you're in your own little bubble, man. I'm telling you, man, entertainment is a different kind of animal, man. You know, that's why people like they get famous, then they want to turn it off. You know what I mean? They want to be, can't you just leave me alone? No, that's what you signed up for. Like, you know, that's what comes with it. You know what I mean? Just like a lot of people want to be famous for the girls, but besides that, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that comes with it. You can't just take part of it. D Tuck in the building. What up, Derek? What's going on, man? Thanks for passing through, man. Yeah, man. Mike was messed up from the abuse of Joe Jack. Man, let me tell you something, man. Joe Jackson was a G. You coming from Gary, Indiana, with 9 kids. None of your daughters is pregnant out of wedlock. None of your sons on drugs. Nobody ever went to jail. Joe Jackson was a G, man. They don't make them like that no more. He said all is well. He said fuck him. Oh, that's your. I didn't even see the name you got up there. That's what you call it? FU money? Oh, man. All is well. Good to know that, brother. He was a hermit. He probably had sex every 2 decades. Should always be cold on people, man. Y'all cold on people. Let me go back to Leslie. Les, should I bring out Les? Should I bring out the dancing girls, man? I can't do it as good as Guap, man. I'm telling you, man. Guap's, I don't know who's editing for him, but the way he doing this thing, I mean, his stuff is. I really like to try to like compete with his thing. I would really have to go in and really be editing. Right now, I just do it because I like to just give something back. Pause, but his stuff is done way well, man. It's doing good. Oh man, Madonna didn't want to admit the truth of her and Tupac. What you talking about? Tupac smashed Madonna. Everybody knows that. Is that what you're saying, RA? Tupac definitely smashed Madonna. I wish I could tell you guys all the little inside stuff, man. I just can't do it, man, because you know these are my friends, and you know I'm never like spill the tea, like none of that, man. You know, it's just fun to know stuff. I can tell y'all a little fun stuff, but I can't tell y'all like the get down with the get down stuff, man, because it is some get down with the get down. Get the Fonz on the show. That bro is hiding. The Fonz. I know, man. Where's the Fonz? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you guys, man, YouTube ain't the same no more, man. It's like it's. I'm telling you, it's more people YouTubers than it is people watching YouTube, man. It's just not the same. It's totally changes. But you expect that every 5 years things change. And he's getting older, and you know what I mean. We're all getting older, not just him. But you're right. I haven't seen. When is the last time Taylor Made Dreams put something out? Is he still? I'm glad you said that. 97. Let's see. Where's the fines? 1 month, 5 months ago. Is Taylor Made Dreams leaving YouTube? That was 5 months ago. I know he's been in since 5 months. 4 months ago. Let me see. Can y'all tell me when the last time Taylor Made put something up? 2 months ago. 2 months ago. It's looking like 2 months ago. Can y'all vouch for that? Is it 2 months ago? The Fonz, man. That's my guy. What does Drew say? Did you watch the Gary Coleman documentary yet? No, there's a Gary Coleman documentary? I didn't know that, Drew. I'm so far behind with movies and stuff. I didn't know he had a wish he was still here. Man, Gary Coleman, man. Henry Winkler is a legend. Yeah. I think he's talking about the Fonz. I think he's talking about what's the name? I think he's talking about Taylor Made. Are you talking about the Fonz Henry Winkler or the Fonz Taylor Made? What are we talking about? I thought we were talking about Taylor Made. Let me tell you something about the Fonz, aka Henry Winkler. That dude is one of the nicest people I ever met in my life. Like, he's just so nice. My first acting job I did on TV was a show called MacGyver. He gave me my first job, man. It was like, he was just he's still alive. I'm talking like he ain't here no more, but he's just a super, super nice guy. Gary Coleman, when she was still, FU money hit me with the super sticker. All right, man. Can we bring it out? Taylor Made Dreams. That's what I thought you was talking about, Superman Lover. Let me see what we got here, man. What can we bring out? You know what though, you guys? I gotta be honest. I'm trying to pull back on the but I feel like it's us. It's like, man, but that's why I say you guys the Patreon where we can express ourselves a little better. But I'm really trying to, like, man, as I get older and I'm watching stuff, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to, because some of these people are low vibration. I don't want to look like that, but I can do this though. what I love about her, man, she is all natural. Everything. No fake hair, no fake nails, no fake eyelashes, no fake breasts, no fake booty, like everything. And she had a great personality too. Um, I should have pursued that, man, but we were working on, man. When I'm directing something, like I don't mess with the town. That's like a rule. You just don't do it. You just don't do it, because how you know back 20 years later they might say he did this, he did that. Like you gotta kind of just have to just let it flow. Oh, Vernon said with me, you know what though? But Vernon, I can't never say no to Vernon. Pause. Let me give Vernon his, man. Vernon like walk on by. Where's walk on by? There's walk on by. This is for Vernon. Walk on by. Walk on by. Walk on by. Walk on by. Yeah, walking by something else. That's for Vernon, man. Vernon's been supporting me for so long, man. Vernon asked for something, I gotta do it. Leslie done came back again. What does Leslie do? Yes, MJ was sheltered since 7 years old. Yep. And he was getting panties thrown at him too. That is a fact. Leslie's kicking facts. I know so much inside stuff too. Remember, I was with stars and superstars every day, even the president. Wow. You guys don't understand, man. Leslie has a great story, man. He was with Denzel. He worked on the railroad like my dad. Like, man, I can't wait to meet Leslie. I just wish I could get him to Thailand, man. I just wish I could get him to Thailand. Les, I gotta come. If you ain't coming to Thailand, I gotta come to New York. I gotta see you. I gotta give you a hug, man. I gotta give people like you, Vernon, like people who just always consistently always there, man, when you don't have to be. It means so much to me, man. Because I know, man, you guys don't understand. It's like nobody has to send me $1, but they do. It's just love, man. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, like on Lee's channel, like I know the deal. Like on Lee's channel, people be dropping like 300, 500, 5,000. Like they just be like hitting it because they showing off, because it's a lot of people there. And you see, you got 11,000 people in your room and you drop 5,000, you're going to get some followers. People, gonna, especially women, they're going to be like, who is this dropping money like that? Because I'm telling you, that's how I started my channel. I tell you guys all the time, man. I would drop super chats on the bigger channels just so the name Zoom to Thailand would get out there. Remember, the algorithms are different when you're in another country. So nobody knew who I was. So I'm like, I know how to do this. So it's almost like having a commercial, especially with Lee, you know, because Lee knew my work and he would talk about my work. And then, you know, I owe so much to him, man, for real. Yeah, that's me singing Welcome Back. Yeah, man, because me being a DJ, I got songs in my head as a DJ that I would play, but then they hit you for the copyright. So I would just find instrumentals, but that just felt that Walk On By needed to be there, man. DJ Reg in the building. What up, Reg? See, you guys, DJ Reg is an OG, one of my OGs. And I know he know I'm going to tell a story about he used to, because I was a DJ. I told you I was a DJ first. And we used to have the little ghetto little equipment. We had the little, you know, we had the little, what they call them back in the day, Leslie, the component set. Where you had the receiver, the cassette, and the record player and all that. We'd had that in the 2 home speakers. And that just wasn't getting it. We'd do the high school dances, me and my boy Donovan, shout out to him. And we couldn't take it, man. We had to invest in some speakers. So the high school would pay us $125 to do the lunch dance. To rent Reggie's speakers would cost us $100. So we would make $25 after the lunch dance. And Reg never let him. Like, Reg, can't we like get a deal? He's like, nope. But it's always my OG, man. Shout out to DJ Reg. I seen him at my daughter's graduation. Reg in the building. Reg said he coming to Thailand too, Reg. Stop playing with me, Reg. Big Brother for Life Zoom. What up? What up, Big Brother for Life? What it do, man? What's going on, man? Let's talk, y'all. Uriah's back. What do Uriah say? Have a good night, brother. I got to get back to Theo's homework. Yes, I'll catch the Reds on replay tomorrow. Right on, brother Uriah. Thank you, man, so much. I'm so happy to see y'all doing the thing with Theo. Man, I'm telling you guys, man. And if y'all seen the video, I'm going to put it up too. Guap put it on his channel, man. It's like, you guys, it's something to behold, man. It really is, man. I've been 2 years in a row, and God willing, I'll be there next year. You know what I mean? It's just a great scenario to just see just good, positive people, no ratchetness, no. It's almost like being in Thailand, damn near. You know what I mean? It's like Thailand with brothers. Red said, yes, he was. DJ Dean is in the building. What's up, Chicago Southside? I was out there. We tried to get it together, man, but it's hard. I was in South Highland, and people are all over the place in Chicago, man. And the traffic, it was bad. But I'll be back at some point, man. I'll be back. I don't know when, because next year when I go to the Manosphere Conclave from Miami, I'm going to Columbia, bro. I'm just letting y'all know. I ain't never been. Coach Andre's out there, man. I plan on being out there. I want to see what Columbia is like for myself. That's one of the places I haven't been yet. So I've been to Brazil, but I ain't been to Colombia. So I definitely want to make that happen. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chicago Southside, man. Hey, man, I don't know if y'all know, but, man, when I go to Chicago, I try to eat everything I can get my hands on, man. I had the Italian beef. I had Harold's. I had Giordano's. I had what's his face? It's my favorite pizza place now. Illuminati's, like just everything. I didn't get to do everything I needed to do, man. I didn't get to see my cousins. I was a little disappointed in that, man. But you know, it is what it is. I can understand. He said he can understand it. Yeah, man. I don't know how everybody ain't fat in Chicago, man. The food is so good in Chicago, bro. It's rare. I don't think I know of a place in Chicago. I don't care if it's a hole in the wall. The only thing we got Chicago on, we got y'all on the soul food breakfast. I think we got y'all on that. I think we got y'all on the breakfast part. But everything else, Chicago got it. Yep, DJ D in Chicago. Now I say Chicago, New Orleans, New York, LA, and everybody else. If you want big portions, go to Texas, though. Texas, they give you big-ass portions in Texas. For real, for real. Well, Leslie came back again with another super chat. $5 holler. Richie Mack, my book would be a bestseller easy. I saw so much in my life, especially my party with Crazy Rick James. You see what I'm saying? Leslie, man, you gotta write this stuff down, bro. You can't get it back. You can't get these times back. You gotta write it down before you get too old to you forget stuff, because I'll be forgetting stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, and the stuff that you're talking about, nobody's gonna believe it, man. So you gotta document your life, man. I can totally believe everything you're saying, because I know you wouldn't be going all that just to be lying. I believe it, and I want to hear more about it. But you know, Les, you could do your own YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Everybody's doing a YouTube channel. Why not you? You got more stories to tell than anybody. I tell everybody when they want to start a YouTube channel, man, it's like, just remember, man, everybody has a story. And everybody's story is going to be different. So nobody's story is going to be like my story. Nobody's story is going to be like your story. You just got to be consistent with the stories. Like me, I'm burnt out. Like, it's like I'm slowing down. I'm burnt out, man. Just trying to keep up with all of this. And it was different when it was like, when it was flowing in, and the money and the views and stuff was a lot better. Now I just mainly focus on my what's the name, on my Patreon. I go where the love is, man. Damn Slick Rick too. You a damn celebrity yourself. Slick Rick. What happened with Slick Rick? What happened to Slick Rick? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Vernon? What I miss? Something got everyone missing food. All right, Daniel. Yeah, Cali got everybody on the Mexican food. But you know who got LA, RA? San Diego. Mexican food in San Diego is smashing LA, and LA got some good Mexican food, yeah. They do. It's 9 o'clock. Let me see how long we been on. How long we been on, y'all? Been on 2 hours. Y'all ready to land the plane, man? You know I'm the super chat hoe. I get a super chat. I'll be like, hey, I'm up. Cortez says, yes, they built like caddies in the Midwest. These women be eating the flows from the hips to the legs. I don't care how big your legs and your hip. You know I like big legs, obviously. As long as you got a small waist and a flat stomach, I don't care how big you are. You could be 5'3", 160 pounds. If you got a flat waist, a flat stomach and a tiny waist, bring that bowling pin on over here. You know what I mean? I love it. Vernon, he would be smashing white girls right the VIP. Oh, man. Let me see, y'all. What time is it? What time is it? Okay. All right, Daniel, I'm in LA too, man. I'm in LA. Where you at? Actually, I need to see you. Went to Rick James, Tina Marie, Gap Band. Yes, I went to Rick James, Tina Marie. I knew how the Gap Band concert. 1980 was off the chain, and I was so blazed up. Yeah, that's when Rick James and Prince was beefing. Y'all don't know, Prince used to open for Rick James, and Rick James used to dog Prince out. Leslie, you probably know about that. Rick James used to dog Prince out, and Prince got him back. That's why, if you guys notice, like, Rick James had the Mary Jane Girls, Prince had Vanity Six. Like, they was always in their little thing. Rick had the Stone City Band. Prince had the Revolution. Yeah, Glow. Rick James, very good joint. He said that Rich James, the original Slick Rick. Vernon just dropped the 20. I gotta stay on here. Vernon? You already got walk on by, man. What you need, Vernon? What you need, bro? What you need? I made some new ones too, but I'm just like, let me pull back on this, man. Let me pull back. You guys, I gotta figure out a way to like class them up a little bit so people like so women can digest it. You know what I mean? You gotta, if it's something you can't show around women, then you gotta think about what it is you're doing, man. I could give you the Weather Girls though. The Weather Girls, I could do that. Which one you want, Vernon? You gotta holler at me, man. I'm gonna give you whatever one you want. Vernon and Leslie, like, it's like carte blanche. It's like I work for them pretty much. Which one you want, Vernon? Leslie said he's the original Slick Rick. I don't know how y'all put Rick James with Slick Rick. Y'all got me on that one. I don't know what that is. Lil Hart say Illuminati's is the best pizza in Chicago. Yes, sir. I love Illuminati's, man. Ghostface Jim say give him SpongeBob. I'm waiting on Vernon. Vernon got to tell me what he wants. He got no question, no comment, the pure love of the game. Is it true the song Pop Life by Prince was a diss song about Rick James? Ooh. Vernon, let me take that down for a minute. I never heard that. What's the matter with your life? Put your million. Really? I never put that together. Ooh, Glowheart say Buttercrust undefeated. He right, man. That man, Illuminati's is the. Ooh. All right, Vernon called it. So Vernon gonna get what he called for. And Vernon usually hit me on the Cash App. He hit me in here. That means we on the inner tonight, and I ain't mad. Let me see, where's SpongeBob? I made a new SpongeBob too because I had to take the what's the name out because they hit me for the copyright. Where's SpongeBob at? I done made so many of these now, you guys. I was ready for y'all. I said, all right, I'm where's SpongeBob? Is that Sponge? Nope. Where's SpongeBob, man? Your boy gonna need to get some glasses in a minute. There goes SpongeBob. All right, this for Vernon. Ladies and gentlemen, SpongeBob for Vernon. He asked for SpongeBob. He got SpongeBob. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all coming through with for your boy? TGB Diesel said, appreciate you always, Richie Mac. Solid info and interview, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you appreciating me, man. I'm telling you, man, it's like when you when you have a talent, like you give your talent to people, and when they reciprocate giving back, it just makes you want to give more. Pause. It really does. That's what keeps me going, man, because I'll be burnt out and I'll be like, man, I'm so tired. Why am I doing this? Globe said that's in Thailand. Yes, that was in Thailand. That was in Thailand. TJIF, you Diesel, you want you need something? You need a rebuttal dance or a walk or some kind of salute? Because I got those for y'all, man. Oh, TJ, see, TJ didn't put the eyes. Oh, yeah, he needs something. He gave me the $20 holler. What can we give him for the $20 holler? So you guys know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this end off of the stream. So it's just between us right now. Later on, it's gonna be gone. Let me see. What can I give? What can I give him? What can I give? I got so many of these things I done made now for you guys.
Is no longer in service.
Hey, that's the $20 holler. TGF Diesel. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you so much, man. Vernon got his SpongeBob. TJ. He said, surprise me, bro. Yes, sir. Yes. When's the next live, Rich? The next live's on. I'm going back to my Saturday night thing I do. But I missed last Saturday because it was my graduation. So I came on Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna be Saturdays, man. I'm gonna be on Saturday, man. I gotta see y'all on Saturday. That's the night we normally get down. We're gonna make it work. I might be doing it from Bakersfield though, man. I gotta go see my brother. So yeah, man, Saturday night, we're going to be back on our same back time, same bad channel. Leslie Lynch, I went to Gap Band concert. Richie Mac, you see all the pictures that came out recently of Prince and MJ hanging out together? They didn't hate. Yes, they did, Leslie. They was definitely, well, not hate, but they respected each other's, you know what I mean? Killers respect killers. They knew they was the best. You know, Mike was the better performer. I don't know. Prince has so many weapons, man. I'm a Mike fan first, but Prince had way more weapons, man. Prince could play the guitar, the piano, the drums. He could dance. He could sing high. He could sing low. He could write. I don't know, man. If you put pound for pound talent, Prince got him. But if you talking about performer, you know, that's Mike. But Prince could perform too. That's what I'm saying. But I give Mike the performance, but Prince the talent, man. That's what that was. He said, for show Saturday, Bakersfield. Yeah, man. I'm trying. I supposed to went 2 days ago, but I tried to do this stream tonight, so I didn't go tonight. Tomorrow's Friday. What am I supposed to do tomorrow? I'm supposed to meet. I got plans tonight. You know, it's funny when you get close to leaving, the walls start closing in. Like, you be taking your time when you got time, but then as you get closer and closer to leaving, the walls start closing in. And then a couple extra things got added to the program. So it's almost that time for me to get back home. You dig? Mike had a better producer ear. Cortez say that? And Mike had a better producer ear by far. How's that? Well, Mike didn't produce none of his stuff though, Cortez. Quincy Jones, Teddy Riley. Now he knew how to get that. The one thing I'll say, like Mike would collaborate. Prince, like he wanted to do all this stuff. That's why, I couldn't get with all of Prince's music, especially the new stuff. I was like, give me the OG stuff. You know what I mean? That's what it was. Yep, he said not about. Yeah, I do it every time I come. I go see my brother. Let me see. TJF Daniel say, Rich, you missed out. You missed out Sunday at the conclave to have some brisket tortellini. That was fire. Where at? Where was that at? Because I left on Sunday to go to Chicago. Sunday evening. Leslie Lee. When Leslie writing caps. All right, Leslie. I get caps from Leslie. All right, Les. Let me get Leslie right. Leslie. What can I give Leslie? I owe for a day too then. All right, Les. Here you go. How about that, Les? And then I got to come back because Les is the papa of the Zoom tribe.
You, Papa Smurf, don't you just love it?
How about that, Les? We good now? I know you have any. Wait a minute. Leslie did drop a $50 holler though. I gotta. Let me hold on. Leslie did drop a $50 holler. Leslie did drop a $50. All right, Les, we even now, right? We good? You got your Papa Smurf, you got your $50 holler, and you got the other girl with the thick, with the Hugh Tims hanging out. Frank said, do you ride motorcycles in Thailand? I ride, we call them motorbikes. Like they're really like glorified mopeds. They do about 65, 75 at the most. But you don't really need to go that fast when you're in the city. But you can buy motors. They got motorcycles out there. They definitely got motorcycles out there. Leslie said, I love her. You love who? I gave you 3 of them. You start writing me in caps, I know I'm in trouble. So you said in caps, I'm like, well, let me get it right. Which one, Les? You gotta tell me which one you love, man. Oh, he said I had one like the Hello Kitty girl in the skirt. Yeah, man. Hello Kitty's, yeah, she's cute. But I don't know which one Leslie's talking about. Leslie loves all of them, though. Les, who do you love? Who do you love? Oh, yeah, Les loves all of them. Les wants all of them too, man. They are all the women out here know Leslie on a first name basis, man. Every I put up a new girl, Leslie be like, yeah, I was chatting with her yesterday. Put up another, yeah, I was talking with her last week. I'm like, let's be on it. Let's don't play at all, man. He gets it in. Let me see. Cortez says Mike even partially produced since the hell. I didn't know that. So y'all good, man? Where we at, man? Y'all good? Y'all good? We out of super chats. You know I'm the super chat hoe. And if y'all got any questions, I'll still answer questions and stuff. I'm not just for that, but that keeps me motivated. Do y'all got any questions for me, man? Y'all ready to land the plane? He said, yes, I love her too. Leslie, who too? You love all of them. Which one were you talking about first? The Papa Smurf video. I made that I literally had to go find the Smurfs. I had to go find. It's a process, man, to do this. But I do anything for Leslie though. Leslie's man. Always there. Rich, before you hit LAX, hit up the Honey Kettle. You know what's funny? See, he's talking that Culver City stuff. I haven't been to Honey Kettle in years. That's the Golden Bird, basically. You know what? I gotta write that down. I do need to hit up Honey Kettle. Let me write that down. Even though my fat ass name, I've picked up at least. I mean, I'm still nice up in here, but in this mid range, boy, look at this. You know what I'm saying? It's Santa in the building. You understand me? Leslie say I love all three. Of course you do, Leslie. You need to get some clips of Fern. She did a live the other day. Oh my God. Yeah, Fern is do I got Fern? I think I do have Fern, man. Fern, when I first saw Fern, I was like, there's no way that woman is tied. There's no way that woman is tied. But Fern's gonna be part of Zoom Fest. She's hosting one of the nights at Zoom Fest when we do the dinner symposium. Fern's gonna be there, man. And Fern gonna throw on something nice. Fern like to throw it together nice. You understand me? TJF say, what's the latest we can get those funds to you, Tyler, next year again? You guys were supposed, but that was my fault. I dropped the ball at the conclave. You guys were supposed to put your deposits down for next year, so you could get the same prices as this year. Because I think the price is probably gonna go up next year. Hit me on the Cash App, man. TGF, Zoom to Thailand Cash App. I was asking for. I don't remember now. I don't remember because I dropped the ball on that, man. I was so overwhelmed. All the shirts, the Zoom shirts went so fast. Like all of the shirts went. All I got left, I still got some 3Xs and 5Xs, man. I got a bunch of 3Xs and 5Xs thinking everybody was big. And people was like, you got a large? You got a medium? I'm like, damn, no, I ain't got no large and no medium. Look at Leslie. What'd I tell you? I spoke to Fern yesterday. Any woman you talk about, Leslie done hollered at her. Cortez said, I see people work out every day and still can't lose weight. Yeah, you can't outrun your fork. Trust me, I know. But I had a cold cheat day last night, man. I usually don't do this, man. I went to like Tommy Burgers at like 10 at night and had like a chili tamale and French fries and shit I wasn't supposed to be eating, man. At least not that time of night. But yeah, man, let me see. All right, and then like Golden Bird and Pioneer Chicken. Oh shit, already knows. Golden Bird and Pioneer, something about that batter, man. He knows. He knows, man. And Honey Kettle is the closest thing to it. That's the recipe, though. All right, now I guess that's the recipe from Golden Bird. That's where you got that from. So where we at, man? Let me see. We at 105. We get under 100 people, man. I'm gonna land this plane, whether y'all like it or not. I think even if you eat decent here, the food will hurt you. You damn near got to be vegan. Yeah. Damn near. Yeah, man. I mean, everything is like crazy for you. Let me see. Look like my lens is dirty. My head look all big. I'm telling you, man, when you gain weight, man, all this shit be on. But I love to eat, man. I can't help it. I have no what's it called? No discipline. Let me see. All right, we under 100, y'all. So we about to land this plane, y'all. Love y'all. I'm gonna end this with the opening I did. If y'all didn't get to see that, man, y'all check it out. Tam's Burger in Compton. I'm gonna let y'all see the opening, which is cold. I like that. That's what I like to do now. I like to put together the openings. The cold openings to let y'all know what it is, man. But man, love y'all so much, man. Y'all need me, holla. If I see a super chat, I'll come back.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Cats want to leave me for dead, you coming with me.
Alrighty, so there has been some updates in the Diddy $100 million default judgment that we reported on earlier this week. Derek Lee Cardello Smith, who is the plaintiff, who is alleging all of this different stuff, sexual assault, all this different stuff, that he's saying he needs to be compensated.
I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me.
Awarding compensatory damages for all physical injuries, emotional distress, psychological harm, anxiety, humiliation, physical and emotional pain and suffering.
I run this city, I run this city, I run this city, I run this city, send the cops, DA, the feds to come get me. Cats want to leave me for dead, you coming with me.
Big breaking news tonight. For the first time in the history of New York City, a sitting mayor has been indicted for crimes. ABC News reporting that Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury. We do not know yet the exact charges.
So there is proper service. Mr. Combs has neither appeared nor responded. So I'm going to grant your motion and order that the defendant and their agents are hereby enjoined temporarily for a period of 90 days from the sale, transfer, or exchange, trade, or transaction of title or deed to the property listed as the address and placed on the market by defendants for the amount of $70 million. And this property and estate belonging to or connected to defendant Sean Combs shall cease and desist.
Basically what that means is the money that they're saying Diddy has to start paying this guy on October 1st, Diddy's team is like, hold on, we need an emergency conversation about why this should not have been granted. And they awarded him a TRO, which basically meant that Diddy's team was not allowed to sell any property in that state or anything related to what could be used to pay the plaintiff. They're saying it's a lot.
Family and social disruption and other harm in an amount to be determined at trial.
Yeah. It's bad boy, baby. Yeah.
Awarding punitive damages in an amount to be determined at trial.
Yeah.
Now rocking is the best.
Yeah. To the edge.
The Diggler, he ain't gonna make it, y'all. Here is my prediction. I predicted that he was going to jail before they took him. I'd be surprised if he lived past the end of September, because he is a dead man walking. This nigga ain't gonna make it. And it's gonna be the end of the story, because we are waiting on the other names involved. You ain't gonna hear them. Case closed, Diddy's dead.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs on suicide watch at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after two judges denied his request for bail. This as a grand jury is expected to hear new testimony from sex workers very soon.
TMZ is reporting that two sex workers are sharing their encounters with Diddy with the feds. We're also hearing that Diddy has a target on his back while he is behind bars here at the Metropolitan Detention Center.
We found out that these two individuals, and we have actually spoken to one of them. They are both sex workers, currently sex workers. One of them says that they had an interaction with Diddy in 2014, and they are willing to tell the feds what they know about that interaction.
According to several reports, Diddy has been placed on suicide watch at the Metropolitan Correction Center in Brooklyn. The music mogul's mental state is unknown, but being placed on watch is considered to be a preventative measure. This week, two different judges denied his request for a $50 million bond. His lead defense attorney is attempting to move him to a different facility in New Jersey as he awaits trial. TMZ is reporting that due to his celebrity status and the allegations, this could bring unwanted attention from other inmates.
They should let Puffy tell his truth. I'm quite sure he's going to expose a lot of people. I'm sure he's going to move forward with it. I don't think it should be a situation like the Epstein thing where they found him hanging from the ceiling or dead.
Do you believe that Diddy is in danger in prison? And do you have advice for him based on what you just said?
I mean, one of the things is this. I don't care who you are. Prison and jail is a negative environment. somebody can do something to them and get a name for themselves, they're going to actually do it. Once they put him on suicide watch, you have the rights to nothing. No socks, no drawers, no T-shirt, no blanket, no sheets. You asshole naked in a cell as a crazy man. He definitely don't want to do that.
Do you think Diddy knows enough that it's a very delicate balance that maybe investigators will want to know these other names and greatly reduce his exposure to criminality, to time, versus what people would do to keep him quiet?
Number one, I've been knowing him a long time, and we was friends. We're not enemies, but we were friends. He's not a dummy, so he's smart enough to work his magic. On top of that, this man right here, he been involved with the FBI of his career. It's not like he don't have no moves. So I don't think nobody should just count him out. I don't think he gonna lay down and just crawl in the corner and die. He probably going through a lot of shit right now because he probably going through a lot of withdrawals for the drugs. But the industry got him on drugs. And see, they do these things to take control. They're not doing, there's nothing wrong with being gay. If you choose to be gay, that's your preference. But they doing this to people for control.
See, man, I was trying to be out of here. Now I gotta. Vernon, you still there, man? If you still there, I'm gonna put it up, man. I was ready to fall asleep. Where is it at, Vernon? I'm about to do the L Boogie episode is about to come up next. I'm working on that now. Where is it at? Outro. Is that it?
Soon to Thailand. Hope you coming.
Nope, not that one. Vernon, you still there? I'm gonna do this. You know I'm about to let me see. I don't see it. I know I got it somewhere. I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. I made some of these what's names for y'all. I don't know. Let me see. Wish I could do these in like color coded things so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I can find these things. It's all looking. There it is. Finally.
Hey, it's a party if you couldn't tell. Roll out the red carpet. It's the one and only L. She deserve it all. Gucci or Chanel. Treat a man like a king. Richie Mac living well. Hey, steady vibing when we out in Thailand. Mind right, body right. You cannot deny it. Tight girls, do it big, girl. You know you bomb. Richie about to spoil you and show you off. Let's go. Hey, touchdown, feeling good, living well. About to get it lit with the one and only L. Hey, she a queen, yeah, if you couldn't tell. About to get it lit with the one and only L. Okay, pretty tied toes, that's what all the guys love. Wanna show you off anytime you hit the nightclub. Maybe hit the golf course, make a meal for a course. Wanna know about L, need to come to the source. Hey.
I don't know if I should let you go riding around like this, man. Everybody see them big old legs. Hey, you better be a good girl.
อะไรคะ
Be a good girl.
ไปแล้ว
ไปแล้ว